How are you doing tonight? Welcome on in. It is D&D night. I'm very excited. We have a lot of really fun stories for you today. So here we go. We're gonna get started here pretty quickly. But before we do, I have a couple of announcements to make. So I'm going to be posting this on YouTube the following Monday. And so if you are not subscribed to me on YouTube, go ahead and check that out. If you aren't able to finish watching, or you want to go back and watch, or you like miss a part because it's live streamed, that is how you are going to do that. So yes, do say hello to YouTube right now. But this is the beginning of a series. This takes place in my Ilumelan world. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna give you a little bit more background. We've progressed a little bit since the last one shot. But this is going to be roughly 3 to 5 sessions. And so what I did is I had players, people in the community submit applications, and I was like, I want this one really small. And so I picked 4 people to play in this. And if you guys want, there's going to be more Minipaigns, as I lovingly call them, in this world, in the next couple, year or so. So if you're not in my Discord, go ahead and pop in there, and I will be taking some more applications. I might just pick some people sometimes, so if you want to play ever. But another thing to note, there are channel point redemptions down below that are specific to D&D. So if you want to check those out, you can beef up the BBEG a little bit. You can pass some inspiration to the characters, or you could bless them for their next roll, which is pretty cool. Oh no, we are beefing up the BBEG already. So there's only 20 that you can add per session. So, yep. Okay, I think that is my announcements, but I'm going to have my players introduce themselves. I'll start first. If you're new here, my name is Zari, or Linus. I'm normally a variety streamer. I do stream a lot of other games. We're doing Resident Evil 2 walkthrough right now, and I have a couple of fun things in store. But I'm also a DM. I've been playing for, I think, since 2019. So not super long, but I have gotten excited and am homebrewing a brand new world right now. So that's me. She, her pronouns. So, Dragoon, if you would be next for me, my dear.
I'm Dragoon, and I will be playing as Modius. I'll be playing as Modius.
Okay, cool. So, Dragoon does also stream, so if you're not following, go ahead and give a follow there. Silent.
Because I was having a cough, but I'm back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no worries. Silent, you want to go next? Uh-oh.
Right.
Did we lose his voice again? Hopefully we can get that fixed. We'll come back to you then. Sarah, do you want to go? Well, Rain, yes. Be Sarah?
Yes. So,
we have 2 Sarahs tonight.
So I'm Sarah, also known as Rainbees. So, call me either, but some of you may know me, some of you may not, but don't worry, you'll hear a lot of me by the end of this night.
Yes, definitely. Sarah does also stream. She just switched over to a brand new channel.
Yes. We just started.
We just switched over, and she's doing an affiliate push right now. So go give her a follow. Help her get to affiliate. It'll be great.
Yay! Thank you.
Is it working now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yay! Okay, go ahead, Silent.
I hate this. Alright, hello, I'm Silent Sorcerer. Other aliases begin with Silent. I am playing Blake. Don't follow me anywhere.
Oh, sounds great. Okay, and last but not least, Sarah with 1 A. Wait, 2 A's.
Hey.
Wait, that's a bad indication.
No H.
No, Sarah with no H. There we go. Go ahead.
There we go. So yeah, I'm Sarah. I'm an illustrator, weaver, needle felter, and woodworker. You can follow me on Instagram. I don't stream.
Cool. So,
I'll be playing Cosrius.
There we go. So I've played with Sarah once before, for a campaign before. I have DM'd for other Sarah before. Sarah Hug. I love that. But Dragoon and Silent are brand new to my table, so... Okay, are we ready? I think we're ready. Let's get started. Let's dive right into the story. So, I have a little bit of an intro for you guys. Let me reintroduce you to the world of Ilumelan. So, it is now an established world and the only viable form of life in a very small solar system on the outskirts of the astral plane, with a rather interesting history. The closest astral dominion, Ilume, managed to colonize this planet successfully after one failed attempt and a demon uprising. But that's a story for a different time. This flourishing, still relatively new astral colony managed to build a foundation in a wild world with the help of celestial beings and support from political entities on the astral dominion. It was fully cut off from the astral dominion on 16 SC, or Second Colonization, and the colonists in the new world of Ilumelan managed to kick off this world, surviving only in the land, developed countries, drew boundaries, and set down some roots. The only contact they have now with Ilume since the cutoff has been the worship of these new pantheon of celestials, and occasionally some miraculous magic that comes from them, who manages with the worship on the material plane, they were managed to elevate to godly status, and several have even churches here. So through the foundation set by the colonists, the pantheon of gods has fully risen and is the foundation of many of their countries' worship. So let's zoom in now a little bit. In the middle of these tumultuous times, I'm gonna drop the map up here for you guys to see. Oh, whoops. There's something on the map that does not need to be on the map. Pause for the cause. What? There's just like a little dirt. Yep, here. Goodbye now. That doesn't exist. You saw nothing. Definitely saw nothing. Okay, so we're zooming in now in the middle of this tumultuous times where countries are looking for any political foothold and the guilds are attempting to work with them to maintain peace. This is a world where the resources and the land you hold matter, and the connections you make matter even more. And most of all, a world where the secrets you keep could just be enough grounds to start a war if wielded by the right user. The year is 294 SC, and much has changed since we last saw Ilumelan in 15 SC, but there will be plenty of time to tour the rest of the world at a later date. Today, our story starts back in the flourishing country of Rosewick, which is right here. Thanks to an established foundation when the country was just a small colony in the woods. Now, it's a wealthy, well-established country, rich in resources, with phenomenal connections in trade, and a great relationship with other countries. So we're going to zoom in a little bit here so that you guys can kind of see Rosewick a little bit better. So, while the royal family, the Colleens, descended from a familiar Fowlin Colleen who we saw back in a one-shot, who was the original superintendent of Rosewick. In case you missed the last installment or didn't remember, their family now rules over Rosewick with a tradition rooted in knowledge, patience, practice, and caring for the citizens. They're known for their benevolent practices and paying attention to the good of the country. They work hard, and each family member steps into a role suited for them to support the country, and they fill all the other political roles with members of other noble families, set aside not by wealth, but by traditions of knowledge and politics and running a country. Thus, noble families rise and fall depending on if the descendants want to continue this tradition of the generations before, or if a new individual rises into the spotlight, starting a new tradition for their descendants. It's a great combination of who you know and the hard work you put in. Of all the amazing cities in Rosewick, including the capital city of the same name, which is right here, we are actually going to view Naso, which is the largest city down here, port city, the orange dot. So sweeping in along from the Great Divide, the brackish river that separates the Pangea into several close-knit continents, we see a sprawling port city. Urban in nature, but rich in color with a forest right outside the walls, and efforts to create a beautiful central hub from the leaders. Naso has grown to be the largest trade city in the world. Goods and knowledge pour in via the various waterways, up the ocean, down the Great Divide here, as well as the well-trodden roads of Rosewick. Many nations send their ambassadors to the embassies, eager to discuss politics and exchange knowledge in the central location. It's a bit of a melting pot, And it has an established free citizenship city, meaning anyone who finds work and rents or purchases in the city can live there without having direct citizenship to Rosewick, provided that they respect the laws of the nation and pay taxes as decreed. So Naso is home to many people coming and going on their whims and where their personal agendas take them. So the location has been the best factor in the booming success, and it has convenient borders with many different countries here. I'm gonna pop you guys back over so that you can kind of see. So we have, hold on, sorry, moving things around. So we have the nomadic desert of Quijito and the jungle region right here of Iga. And they're close, it's also close via sea to Maria, which is a coastal region, and they love to sail around the Pangea here as part of their worship to the shifting sea god Merino. While the tribes from the cold north, Vitherfold, are often too wrapped up in their war with giants, they occasionally trade in weapons, furs, and send some magical giant items down. Thalor right here has a vibrant Underdark and thriving crafting culture, and often sends trade caravans through Rosewick to the large city or down the Great Divide, and as well as the feudal country of Salston and the United Republic of Islands over here. Well, Menominee down here in the south doesn't often seek trade with outsiders. The occasional good will find its way up there via sea trade route of the pirates. But the best relationship that Rosewick fosters is that of Simona City, which is a very small country right here. City-state wedged in between a mountain range and a desert, who reveres Lady Simona, who could be considered the main patron of this world, but that's a history lesson for later. Now, Simona City serves as the center of the guilds throughout the world. Looking for work and a separation from the rulers of the various 9 other countries, the guilds grew from the foundation of mercenaries that began this world and have developed a deep connection to the daily life of the denizens of many countries. While the guilds are not only populated by adventurers, it has expanded to be a collection of merchants. There may be a guild of knowledge seekers, of hunters, healers, entertainers, crafters, and the like. They've been fundamental as an independent party of the world of Ilumelan. And as countries are establishing lines and building up as independent nations. With disagreements and border scrabbles, having an independent party has been essential for keeping the peace throughout Ilumelan, which is the main goal of Lady Simona and the Court of the Guilds. One of the biggest names in the Court of the Guilds has its hall in the city of Naso, and several outside locations throughout Rosewick. They have a positive relationship with the royal family Keelan, and an involvement in keeping the peace of Ilumelan has contributing to this alliance between Rosewick and Simona City. The Wyvern Wings Adventuring Guild of Rosewick, or to most as the Wyvern Wings, was founded roughly 100 years ago and has a history of success and wealth for its guild members. It is currently run by Guildmaster Irina Abinth, a firm yet patient half-elf in her golden years, carrying immense power. It is here that we are going to start today. Traveling through the urban city of Naso, broken up by canals, lush gardens, walls with guards on it, and a keep on the outside of the city, but still within the walls. Separated by its own low walls and decorated with pointed arches in red colors, with depictions and carvings of wyverns, the guild's keep sits. The main gate is often open to the public and entering into a small courtyard with its own stable and the Wyvern Workshop, which is an exclusive store and blacksmith that still deals with, many of the people in the city as well. Off a little further to the west, you see a collection of tall buildings surrounding lush gardens, seemingly homes for the guild members. But to the north lies the largest collection of buildings, punctuated by pointing, sweeping roofs and carvings of wyverns along the long, narrow peaks. A rather large library and research center stands out separately, closely followed by the medical center. Large fields and training grounds in the back, the wing gym and soothing spa attached there, which all serve as branches of this large central building, the main guild hall, and the Wyvern Wing Tavern. The large double doors swing open and show a bustling tavern with high ceilings and a second-story balcony that lines the perimeter of the open room. It is bustling with, it comes out and bisects the space a little bit, is bustling with patrons and guild members. Several tables decorate the floor, separated by tableaus of couches and cushions facing each other, all around a small coffee table. Being at midday, the smell of coffee mixes in the air with remnants of brunch buffet being bustled into the back by servers, but the ale has already started to flow. We see a interesting character getting lunch from the bar and holding a plate of food as they walk towards the tables. So, hold on, let me make sure I'm pronouncing this correctly one more time. Scroll up. So, Cosrius, did I say it right?
Cosrius.
Cosrius. I will get it. Okay, go ahead. What would you go?
I'm very lazy with my S's.
Okay, cool. Would you go ahead and describe yourself, please?
Right. Sure. 1 second. Oh no, where'd my thing go? There we go. Alright. Cosrius is a blue tiefling with red eyes and black sclera. Black hair in a pageboy cut with a half ponytail. They have forward-facing cow-like horns, and they also lack a tail. A little bit on the shorter side. Do you want me to describe what they're wearing too?
Sure, that'd be great.
Sure. Yeah, they're dressed in loose, kind of undyed linen clothing with blue accents.
Okay. And we see you carrying your plate of food that you procured from the barkeep there, and are walking towards the table looking for a place to sit. And we see the second character who is noticing someone looking a little awkward and alone. And what would you be doing, Blossom? And what do you look like?
Okay, so Blossom would be sitting at the bar, definitely with a drink, and she's got very, very long, colorful hair. She's very, like, bright. Like, when she walks into a room, everyone notices. And she's probably got her swords. She's got several extra that she's never gonna use, but they're just, like, dangling off her. And she's got a drink in her hand. She's just kind of looking around, and she calls out, and she says, "Hey, you can come sit by me. Let's be friends."
Cosrius looks over. Really? Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
and then I, like, pat the seat beside me.
Cosrius sits down.
All right.
So I'm assuming that Blossom launches into some tale as Cosrius is eating there.
Right. So as Cosrius sits, I look and say, "So, do you want to hear about the time that I wrestled a sea monster?"
Sure.
Yeah,
Sounds
definitely
amazing.
happened. It was totally real, and it was really like so. What happened was you have to see at the start of my journey. You know, we have to go way back. So I'll just like keep telling her my life story.
Beautiful.
Or sorry, telling them my life story.
Yep. Awesome. And we'll cut away a little bit as Blossom and Cosrius are chatting there. And we see kind of in a booth over in the corner a little bit, there's two figures that are sitting and like having a conversation, quieter conversation. So one of them is a human with a bow across her back, a very dark cloak, and if you look closely, she has two different color eyes. But several of the people in the guild would know her to be Eshi. She is a ranger and one of our mentor members and like a higher up members in the guild, and she's chatting with her pupil who, while he has made it into the guild, she still has been training and working with him a bit. So Asmodeus, would you describe yourself, please?
Yes, I'm of average build. My Raven Storm is sitting on the windowsill, trying to peck at the glass outside.
I love them.
I have black hair. I have silver. I'm different than other elves because I have silver, like moonlight silver skin that's been with me ever since an incident. And my eyes are red, and I'm dressed in a dark green tunic with my cowl is hanging on the booth. But yeah.
Okay.
My bow is also next to me, but so.
Cool. You guys are poring over a map right now. You're kind of like learning a little bit more about the, like, you know a lot about the trade system in Rosewick, but Eshi is showing you some of her secret paths through the woods that she takes occasionally when running routes. So you're kind of working on that. And then we'll cut away again. Blake, where would you be and what would you be doing?
Blake would most likely be sitting in a corner playing with a worn-out drum quietly, with his own background music.
Yeah. And would you describe how you look, please?
Blake is a human of average height, tan skin, and wavy, dirty blonde hair. He's wearing... Hold on. Never mind. There's just like stuff happening in the background of my home.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah. He's wearing simple blue shirt and black sandals, which is in complete contrast to flashy brown and purple pants.
Awesome. Love it. Okay, so it's a normal day in the guild, and you're all going about your own business, as said, and getting into each other's business occasionally with the sake of Blossom and, Cosrius. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. It's not
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. I'm notoriously awful with fantasy names, even names that I come up with. So, like, please don't be surprised. So it's not super busy as a lot of the guild members are on jobs or traveling, but there's several milling around. You see a couple are checking out the job board in the corner, and you see two are entertaining themselves with a game of dragon chess. One person's losing horrendously. And what looks to be a huge study session in one of the couch areas with books and paper strewn everywhere. But the last scents of brunch are fading into the air, replaced by fried food and ale, and the flowery perfume of Cecilia, who is the head bartender and one of the 6 exclusive star members in the guild, the highest ranking guild members. She is extremely sweet, but has a reputation for being intimidating because of how powerful she is, and is one of the few people who can keep the peace in the tavern when things get too rowdy. Before you can register much more, a voice calls down from the balcony above, familiar to some of you. Blossom, you recognize your mentor, Otuki, who guided you through your first quests with the Wyvern Wing, a rather large female half-orc with a wicked-looking greatsword on her back. She's a mentor member and one of the quest keepers in the guild. Her presence interrupts the peace as she calls out, I need to see Blake, Asmodeus, Cosrius, and she turns to you, Blossom, in a silent exchange that you have. Her mentally, like, kind of taking stock if you're gonna behave here. Blossom, I guess. You come up here to the patron office, please. It's quiet in the guild for a moment, and then the low murmurs and noise starts back up again as normal.
Oh no, are we in trouble?
No, I'm sure it's not that bad, but best finish your food real quick. I'm gonna finish my drink and slam the cup on the table.
Perfect. You slam the drink down.
Yeah, I'm done, and I'm gonna
like,
head up the stairs.
Stuffing food in my face.
I, like, imagine you, like, you standing up, and then you, like, take, like, 3 more bites, and then you walk away, and you come back, and you, like, take, like, 3 more bites. Perfect. Do the rest of you follow suit?
Blake is going to stand up, take a very long bow, and then walk over to the office while playing the drums.
Okay, beautiful. You have, like, a couple people, like, kind of awkwardly clapping for the very long bow. Like, it's, like, an enthusiastic clap at first, and then it just peters off, like, really awkwardly.
And Blossom's gonna be like, nice pants.
Oh, thank you. Really, I just found it from a traveling merchant. So cheap, too.
Good taste. I like them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Who's left?
Yes,
Yes, there you are.
I politely excuse myself from SA. Storm has already flown upstairs, and I just follow suit.
Okay, so you gather your stuff, you walk up the large stairs onto the balcony that overlooks the main part of the tavern. There's meeting rooms and offices that line the wall here, spaces for teams to meet privately, to discuss jobs, to check in with mentors, and there's also the shared offices of the quest keepers who meet with different patrons to hash out the details of jobs. There's more private offices on the 3rd floor, you would know, as well as the private Sky Member Lounge, the place where the more powerful members of the guild can spend some of their time. Though most tend to hang out in the, like, tavern the majority of the time. So you walk into the only occupied patron office, following Otuki, and You see several bookshelves that decorate the back and hold quest logs and information books. There's a desk off to the side with a couple of chairs behind and in front of it in dark leathers, as well as a sitting area that takes up the majority of the room, centered on a rug in maroons with the guild logo in the center, twisting wyvern, as well as a couch, several chairs that surround the large coffee table. It's very bright and homey, but still pretty professional, with tasteful lamps and several plants. Otuki stands at the door and gestures for the four of you to go take a seat at the sitting area. And as you do, you see two figures who rise from the two high-back chairs from in front of the desk. So, are you guys taking a seat? Do you lurk in the corner? How do you sit down, friends?
I will
take a
I'll
seat.
go up
A
and
seat.
yeah. I'll sit. I'm gonna sit in the front, the closest seat I can find to the
Okay.
desk.
Cool.
I'm gonna meander by the books, look at them, and then just kind of stand behind a chair.
Okay. Awkward. Love it.
Yeah.
So, you see two ladies in long gossamer robes of golds, oranges, and reds. They both have longer hair that's braided back neatly and a headband across their brow. A thin, slightly transparent golden veil covers their face, revealing only their eyes. The taller, more commanding figure has striking hazel eyes and dark hair, and she steps forward, and you see her partner who's behind her, or you're not quite sure, like, she seems to, like, work for her, so she is a step and a half behind, her head bowed in reverence. She has mousy blonde hair, so like a little bit darker blonde. And as you're looking at her, Otuki goes, "Priestess Zia." And you watch as she takes her hands out and she, of like her sleeves, and starts to sign to you. And you're not quite sure what she's saying because none of you understand sign language. But the priestess behind her says, Priestess Zia is asking if she can speak telepathically with you, if that's okay.
Sure.
Go on.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I do this all the time.
Is that a lie?
No.
Roll a
Used to this.
roll a self-deception check. No, I'm just kidding. And so you see as she moves her hands aside, it's fluid, as if she goes from speaking in sign language to casting, and a brown rune appears and glows, and it like appears and glows and then poofs out through the room, and it smells of the desert and dust and sun. And so, Cosrius, it feels a little bit like home as this magic is being cast. And your brain, suddenly, you hear a very smooth voice in your head. And she says, "Apologies, as I'm sure you know, the several priestesses of Lady Simona don't speak verbally. So, as a sign of reverence there, I appreciate your flexibility. But it seems that Otuki has selected you to do a job for me, and I wanted to meet with you personally. It's a little bit different than the usual job, as, you see, things are weird here. Alright, but several members of the Thieves Guild, which you guys, like, actually know a little bit about the Thieves Guild here, they're interesting in that they're a noble thieves guild, so they don't take jobs to steal from good people. They usually tend to, like, go for the corrupt people, finding information and digging up information on people who are, like, corrupt and exposing them. They deal in a lot of, like, underground trade in terms of getting things under the lines of, like, the trade rules and agreements that don't need to be in place to help more people. So they're very noble cause there. But she continues, so they noticed some strange activity in their secret passageways in the sewers. Upon some stalking out and investigation, they saw someone who appeared like Lady Beckham, who I don't know if you know, she's the ambassador from Salston, one of the noble families there. And so it's intriguing that she's in the sewers, number one, but they witnessed her disappear into this weird wall that glowed a mark of, it looked like a vial of poison, they said, over a circular spider web. They watched, and she carried a medallion that she pressed into the wall and whispered a password they couldn't hear. Shortly after, they were ambushed by weird creatures, and they managed to escape without getting a good look. As you know, the Thieves Guild, well, several of them are powerful, many of them aren't great fighters. But I'm looking for a group who I could hire to investigate this, to see what is happening here, and what's going on, and maybe getting some more information from the Thieves Guild if you can, but then also to figure out Lady Beckham's involvement. I by no means am recommending breaking into her home, but if there's a way in her private, you could access her private chambers in the embassy, you could maybe find some information to see if she's working with these people. So the symbol that appeared, it sounds very familiar to me as Anasi, the Lady of Spiders and Secrets. She is a rising goddess who should not be a goddess, and it's kind of a cult. She deals in poison and secrets, exposing secrets, and is very evil. So if Lady Beckham's involved with her, then it's not a good sign, and it means that they are involved in the sewers here, maybe have a secret hideout down there, which is not a good sign for the people at all, especially if someone like this, she's working through a lot of different political things right now. So if you can find evidence and proof of her involvement, and that would be phenomenal, as well as see if you can go investigate the sewers and try to clean out, gain access to this weird magical door and try to clean out the cultists down there.
Are you able to feed them or not?
So that is the job that I would like to hire you for, if you would be willing.
Very
So
much
you
so.
want us to break into someone's place, so I can do that. And you want us to fight a lot of things, I can do that as well. And then if you guys want to like be my cheerleaders or something, you know,
I'm not.
that'd be great.
If there's a will, there's a way. Just
I'm
sounds
not
like breaking in
really-
is the easiest thing to do.
We can always break in, yeah. I'm down, but I'm not gonna be a cheerleader.
You know, it's okay. We'll work on that later. We'll get there.
I've got a supporting
But-
role.
But I think we can definitely do it. We all look like a pretty good set of fighters.
Yes, so
I accept, yeah.
all right, I would recommend that you start down in the sewers, maybe take a peek at where this area is. That's the best way to find the Thieves Guild anyway. Go chat with the people who saw things at the Thieves Guild, as well as maybe you could get some more information. They typically have, you know, maps of the embassies and different buildings, so they might have some more information on the heist element there. And if you can find the trigger word to open the door. So that would be the best course of action to start. I do have to tell you that as Priestess of Lady Simona, that I recommend you try to refrain from killing any of Lady Beckham's guards in the embassy. There's other politicians from Salston there, and the guards likely aren't cultists. So I can only offer protection for you if the mistakes, or if of anything that happens there, if my hunch is correct and Lady Beckham is involved. But I can't do anything without proof. So pretty much if you get caught and haven't gotten proof, I can't back you up, unfortunately. So there is a little bit of a risk involved there. Just because there's a possibility of someone wearing Lady Beckham's face with magic or shapeshifters, so on and so forth. As for the cultists, I have no preference if you try to kill them. They are extremely evil, and the evil that they can do is proven too big of a risk to attempt to keep them alive occasionally. So if you need to kill, do so. If you want to knock out and secure, I can send someone from the guards to collect as soon as you are finished clearing out their hideout. So just be prepared with ropes and the likes, and I would recommend several of them do have magic. I've been rumored, at least with the other cultists that we have found, of Lady Anasi.
Okay, I have one question. If
Yes.
we do kill someone, are we allowed to take their things? Or do we have to bring them back to you?
Any loot that you discover in the cultists' hideout is yours. Please feel free. In terms of the guards in the embassy, I would recommend not robbing them, as Salston.
Well, I mean, if they have nice pants, you know, it's hard. We'll see.
I would highly recommend it.
You don't
just take
really
them
want
off?
to mess with the Salston feudal system.
No.
Better
Yeah.
to just loot from the cultists.
Well, you know, like I said, we'll see how their pants are. You know, I'll make my choice then.
I can just give you one of my pairs.
Do you
We
have
have-
another pair?
We have a bunch of
Yes, I do.
Wow. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. You know, I'll file that away in the back for now.
Blossom, there's extra
Sorry.
clothes in the costume loft.
Well, you see, it's not about needing clothes. You know, it's just sometimes things catch my eye and I have to have it. You know, I'm sure you guys
I know what
understand.
you mean.
Yeah, so you get it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you know, if I happen to see a nice pair of pants, it's.
I
I'm just
will
warning you now. That's all.
let you.
Wait, out of character. Are you implying that you're going to steal my pants?
You don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Boy,
You don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
So the priestess steeples her fingers and you hear her voice in your head again. Pants aside, is there any additional questions for me?
No, I'm
don't
good. I'm ready to go
believe so. I'm
kill.
good.
I mean, solve your problems.
the
There's
Salston
a
we
look of worry on Cosrus's face.
Yay, yours.
All right. So just to find the Thieves Guild, in case you don't know, they use a set of marks that look like this, and she'll actually, it's a telepathic bond. She will just project the image in your brain. It
you
looks
go.
like triangles that are kind of like arrow-liked. So one side's like very long. It's like a sideways triangle, and one side's very long, kind of like pointing. So look for those marks, and they'll help guide you in the sewers a little bit. So, but if you just mention my name once you encounter them, they will, yes, so like 120, 30, 30. That's a great, I love it. We can do math with triangles. Yep, definitely.
Oh,
Triangles.
yeah.
Yes, triangles. Okay. I'm a huge trig nerd and geometry nerd, so
I like trig.
me too. So if you mention my name, so just let them know that Priestess Zia sent. They were the ones who let me know about this so that I could open up a formal quest. All right. Well, if you have any problems, please feel free to come visit us at the temple, and I'm willing to help you however I can. So, and I've already arranged payment and everything with the guild.
Of course. Also, does your temple take donations?
Yes, we always take donations.
Also take
Cosrus will open
donations,
up their-
just for the record.
You don't take the donations.
Yeah, I take them right into my pocket here, you see?
Oh, I do sometimes, but yeah.
Okay, so Cosrus, what are you doing?
I'll get them later.
All right. So, you have been given a quest. She remains to like Otuki kind of kicks you guys out. So they remain to chat a little bit more about payment and the like. Otuki does let you know as she like closes or opens the door. Like she goes, it's paying 200 gold each. This is a really great quest, guys. So you can do it. Make sure you Blossom, She like does like the look at me thing. Like, Blossom?
Yeah, no, I know, I got it. It's fine. Don't worry.
Okay, just be equipped.
Don't worry, I'll bring you back a ring. I got you.
All right. She's not wearing any of the rings that you have bought her, by the way, or procured for her is maybe better. Okay.
Oh wow.
Alrighty, what are you guys doing? You are back into the Tavern of the Guild. The day is yours.
I'd say we just shoot straight for it.
Yeah, we probably should. Maybe we could get drinks first, you know?
We could.
Maybe
get
one for the
drinks first.
road.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. So we can go I'm gonna grab a drink real quick and chug it.
I'm gonna
And be
grab
like,
one.
I'm ready.
Go tell SJ that I'm leaving and go drink with them.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So, Blossom and Asmodeus do slam a drink quickly. You guys, we'll say for the sake of it that you find a table for just like a quick second to have a little bit of a chit chat about where you want to do or where you want to go, what you want to do.
Yes.
And slam your drinks quickly. And
Yes.
where are we going? What are we doing, friends?
Yes. But does anyone know how to get there? Because, you know, I'm not the best with maps, so someone else is gonna have to do that.
I mean, sewers have sewer grates. I guess we could look for one of those.
Good point.
I came from the Salston a while back. I can take us back there. Just don't really know how to get into the sewers.
Well, if we can get there, we could probably figure out how to get in, so.
Okay.
Always that. Also, I'm Cosris. What is everyone else's name?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
My
yeah.
name is
Couple
Blossom.
Names.
Nice to meet you.
Name's
I-
Blake.
I do a formal bow as Modius. Why did I forget my last name? Oh well, let's go with Asmodeus for right now.
No, that works. We don't. Last names aren't important. We don't need to
Nathar-
talk. Mine's
Natharian.
very important, but we don't need to worry about that.
But I do it so they're all in arc around me, and I do a long, graceful bow, and they get up.
Perfect.
That was a beautiful bow.
Thank you.
I like that.
It's,
And I'm gonna
nice
try to
meet you all.
practice to do a bow myself, but I completely fail.
I can give you lessons later if you want.
Yeah. We might have to work on that.
Okay, so you guys have never worked on a quest together. Getting to know each other a little bit. So is the plan you're gonna go try to find a sewer entrance?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think that's the main plan.
Yes.
Oh,
We gotta bust out onto the streets.
Okay, so you bust out into the center of the keep on the streets, the one singular street. As you're walking, you do walk past the Wyvern Wings shop. So if there's anything that you may need as you're walking for, you know, light source in the sewers, feel free to swing in there. Additional rope so that you can
Right.
tie people up as needed. Although you're not heading towards the embassy yet, so.
I
Right.
have the rope.
So how are all of your rope supplies? Mine is fine, but you know we could use more, especially if we aren't allowed to kill the guards. So you know we might want to
I'm-
take a break here.
I have 50 feet of rope, so
I have
Yeah.
everything I'll ever need.
Well, I mean you can never have too much rope.
this is true.
So,
I think 50
Rigging.
feet is enough, though.
but what if there's 50 people and you use 10? Sorry, what if there's 5 people and you use 10 feet of rope on each?
That's
Then
a little
then you
much
have
rope.
0 feet of rope. I
So
mean,
now
how many
that's-
guards? If we okay, I'm gonna say if we
over
run out of rope to tie people up, I'm just gonna kill them. I'm just putting that out there.
We could
It's
just
easier.
knock them out and then stabilize them.
What
Should-
fun
they should
is
be down for an
that?
hour.
You have a
Okay, no, I
point.
see your point, but
Are we in the middle of the street?
Absolutely.
Question.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Absolutely in the
Street,
middle of the
yes.
street.
okay,
With the door open behind us.
Yep.
we're like a cat. We can't decide if we're going in or not.
Yeah.
I'm going to get
Anyone
some new
else?
armor.
Be my guess.
Okay, so yeah, so if you walk in, I'll follow you in. I'm going to get more rope. We need it. You know, you can't be too careful.
Okay. So
I'll just go with Blossom. I don't need rope, but I'll just go with her.
Yes. Follow me. It's okay. I'll show you the good stuff. You might change your mind.
All right, cool.
So you guys walk in. As you make a decision to walk in, you see Jarvis, who is this male dwarf who runs the shop, and his husband. He and his husband are pretty great in that they're both phenomenal blacksmiths. So the store has a lot of really great weapons and the like. But Jarvis grins at you. He watched that whole exchange, and he goes, "Hello, Blossom. No, I haven't gotten any more rings in here."
I was only here an hour ago. You should have had a new one by now, but that's okay. That's not what we're here for. I'm here for rope this time. It doesn't have to be shiny.
It'll be hard to have shiny rope.
I've seen it. It's okay. Listen, once you see some of the cool ropes I have, you'll all understand that you always have to buy more.
I mean, I always need them for rigging, so yeah.
You get it.
Shiny rope isn't something that I have at a store like this. That would maybe be a different type of adult-like store there.
That's what, yeah.
And where's the entrance to that store? I mean, it's fine. You can tell me later. It's okay. So the rope, and I mean, my friend here is looking for some armor. I'm sure you can help us out.
I'm good.
Yes, please. I'd like to buy some leather armor.
Yes.
Yes, of course. Definitely. He, like, sizes you up. And kind of like leads you over towards a whole bunch of, there's like beautiful armor stands that are stood up and lots of different types of armor there, and kind of looks at the leather, looks at what you're wearing, looks at the leather and goes, "I think that this ought to be good for you. 10 gold, okay?"
All right.
So, and as you guys know, you guys get the solid rate here. So they do a 5% increase, 5 to 10% increase for non-guild members, and so you guys get like the wholesale prices pretty much, which is pretty good.
Yeah, armor, so I'm good.
Okay, so go ahead and add that leather armor to your equipment and subtract that 10 gold. And you said you needed ropes?
Yeah, so I currently have silk ropes. You know, I could use something else to change it up, maybe, but I would take more of the same. You know, I'm not opposed.
We need.
That's expensive.
Silk ropes.
Yeah, so 50 feet of silk rope, a little bit nicer, holds a little bit longer, is gonna be about 10 gold pieces I have for you. And then I also just have like hempen rope that's 50 feet long, so that's 1 gold piece for 50 feet of that.
Oh, well, I have plenty of gold. That's no issue. You give me the silk.
Okay.
You know, they'll like it more, okay? We gotta be nice to the guy. I mean, we're not tying anyone up.
He squints at you. Will you roll a deception check for me? Because it's funny.
Wait, I think this is how I do this.
That is a beautiful nat 1. So beautiful nat 1, and yep, first official roll of the night, and the game is a nat 1, and I'm here for it. And a deception check. He goes, "Yeah, keep your sure if that's you guys are going on a.
It's gonna be fine. No, listen, we're definitely not killing anyone. That's why I'm buying the rope. I mean, we're not tying anyone up. Listen, nobody's saying anything else. It's fine. Okay, so about the rope.
Is just standing there, looking awkward.
Yeah.
So I pull the 10 gold out, and I'm like, actually, you just take the gold, and I'll take the rope, and I'm gonna just take it and leave.
Okay, you walk outside and
I just walk outside.
Perfect. Okay, so you add another 50 feet of silk rope. Anybody else want to purchase anything here?
I need a 50 feet.
I'll get another hand rope, please.
What did you say, Sarah?
Oh, I'll get another hemp rope, please.
Okay, so 1 gold piece for you.
Alright.
Okay, if you're going on a quest, are you guys gonna need any potions or anything of the like?
Oh, yes, but how much are they?
So your regular potion of healing is gonna run you about 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, I don't have that much.
Yeah, so I walk back in. I'm like, wait, actually, I need a potion, and I'll just come up and that's all I'm gonna say. Put my gold on the table.
Okay, he grins at you, just like this grin of like he knows. And
So I just take that and then I go back outside to my spot without saying anything else.
Okay, so go ahead and mark 50 gold off and add that potion of healing.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, I'm a poor artist. I don't have 50 gold, so I'm just gonna slump and walk out.
Okay.
So when you
I
walk
mean,
out,
if
I
you
say, "Do you
want a
want
potion, I
me?"
can buy you
Yeah,
one.
yeah, and I'll also offer to buy you a potion.
Okay, I'll get a potion then. Yay.
Aw.
So I like
Yeah,
open the door. Are you buying it or am I? And then I'll
I'll
just
buy
toss
it, I'll
in.
buy it.
I was like,
Don't
I can
worry.
toss in my gold.
Yay, thank you.
Okay.
There we go.
So
You're
another
welcome.
potion of healing to you guys.
So that's. I'm not sure I can find it.
Oh,
I can pay
Oh, you have to type in healing.
sorry.
Oh, right. Because I was gonna say I see a greater.
Yeah,
one,
I don't
but-
know. I don't understand the phenomenon why it
Right.
doesn't work in D&D Beyond, but you have to type in healing, and I think it's so dumb. Okay. Anything else for your adventure, my friends?
I don't believe.
Okay.
Nope, that's
There
it for
you go.
me.
Then
Oh, there you go.
keep your kinky shit out of my store, Blossom.
Well, I'm just buying a potion. What are you talking about? It smells good too, and I'm just out there sniffing it.
So fucking
Okay, you know, I
weird.
put this away. Put it in my pocket. Okay, are you guys ready? Come on, let's go. You guys wanted to go in the shop and go shopping. Come on, hurry up already.
I feel as though we're going to be an amazing team.
Oh, yes.
I agree. Honestly, I agree.
Alrighty. So, as you guys walk out into the city of Naso, it's like mid-afternoon, mid-morning-ish. It smells delicious on the streets. You see, kind of like a little food truck over to the side that has something definitely sugary and fruity being sold. The streets are bustling. This is like the nicer part of town, so there's a couple of really great, like really nice looking houses off, and some of them even have stores in the bottom floor. It's beautiful area. So as you walk into the streets, how are you going about finding an entrance to the sewers?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Is there a guard on the street?
Yeah, there's definitely a few guards.
Sorry.
Do you know the way to the sewers?
Okay, so you walk up to there's two guards patrolling a little bit, a half elf as well as what appears to be like an earth genasi, and you kind of tap the earth genasi on the shoulder, and he turns around and looks at you and goes, "Is everything okay?"
Everything's great. We need to find the way to the sewers. You know how to get in there?
Oh, why are you going in the sewers?
Magical guild business.
You know, it's a hot day. We need some shade. It seems like a good plan.
I love that, like, Blossom just lies. Asmodeus just straight up tells the truth, like, magical guild business. Goes, okay.
And then I'm like, no, it's just hot out. Like, shh.
All right,
like-
it's hot out.
Yeah. You know, the sun, it's bright. So the sewers?
We're like half vampires, so we need to go down there. So yeah,
Mhm.
What?
Why are we lying to the
What?
guards here?
because it's fun.
Well, don't tell them we're lying.
Yeah, don't tell them.
Listen, okay, so we are maybe on a
No,
quest,
you were
but it's
right.
not
We're
important.
on a guild business. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's very top secret.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
I was just gonna tell you where it was, but as long as you're on guild business. Okay. And he kind of like points a little ways down. He goes, the best entrance to the sewers that, you know, doesn't involve crawling through a porthole is if you go a little bit closer into the center of town, and cut down, so walk this way about 3 blocks, and then there's a little alleyway on your right side next to the donut shop, and there's going to be a what's it called? The circular things in the ground?
The manhole?
Manhole! Thank you.
Not a porthole, but a manhole.
Yeah, I was like a pork Nope. There's gonna be a manhole that has a ladder, so it kind of deposits you in a nice area, so you're not just, you know,
In the muck,
jumping
as it
in the
were.
sewers.
Yeah.
Cosrus will lift up the manhole.
Okay. So you make your way down the street a little bit. You find the donut shop. You hang a right, and you do indeed find the manhole. Are you stopping?
Okay,
for
who's going in first?
So
There
the donut
there
shop
was.
or the manhole?
If someone doesn't jump in now, I'm going to go back to go shopping. So.
Saramananga! And I immediately hop in.
Okay, so are you like stepping in or like literally jumping in?
I'm just gonna jump in.
Okay.
First.
It drops about 10
How
feet.
far is the thing?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, what kind of noise does
I'll
it make
be
at the
fine,
bottom
don't
there?
Okay, yeah, we'll
Yeah.
just
Is it safe down there?
I'm gonna buy a donut quick and watch them do this.
okay. So very easily enough, you just like run in, buy a donut, and as you walk out, you watch Blake jump down
Yep.
into the manhole. The rest of you peter down in yourselves. So, and welcome to the first like map of the night, friends.
Dun,
I was gonna ask if I needed to
Others.
make a judgment call to
To see if you should jump
say
in.
Blake or not.
boy.
Be like, should I say Blake?
Blake seems fine. He's pretty nimble.
No, that's actually
He's pretty nimble.
Blake, be nimble. Blake, be quick. Blake,
So,
Just get pulled in
sewer
myself.
quick.
Clunk.
yeah.
Blake jumped into the sewer quick.
Okay, so if you would, go ahead and drop your tokens in the unrevealed area
Alright.
there.
Where is
How do
I
we?
don't
If you don't
remember
remember how to do that
Right,
across
right.
the
Oh,
t- if you don't remember to do how to do that across the top of the Roll20, there's the little journal-looking, the newspaper-looking thing. If you click on that, you should have a character on of your
Oh,
name.
yes.
Click and drag it out.
Cool, okay.
So.
Oh, I did.
As you guys are clicking and dragging your tokens out onto the map, let me describe what this looks like a little bit for you. It is fish sewer. There is some light right by this door. It does seem that this is like one of the main entrances into the sewers. It's still gross. It smells disgusting down there. The water is brackish and dark, and you see like a little bit of poop floating.
Well, I'm gonna need new boots after this.
Yep. There is like a very narrow walkway along either side of it.
Ooh.
So, but the ceilings seem to be like 7 feet tall, so it's a little squishy for people who are a little bit taller. And it after this light source
Sorry.
that goes for about 30 feet, you can't see much. It is dark in here.
Would dark vision help?
Yes, dark vision does help.
Yay.
Having issues dragging your token. Here. If I drop it for you... Can you move that, Silent?
I like the noise.
I know. I was really excited when I found this. So, I'm also missing Cosrus's token.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to drag, but for some reason it's like not wanting to drop into the map.
Oh no.
Yeah, it like won't show up until you let go, I think.
Yeah, it won't.
Yeah,
You
I did.
drag it'll say your name and then you have to drag it over. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there I am.
Okay,
What's
go ahead and try it. Can you move that, Sarah?
No.
Okay, so apparently you have to be the ones to drag it out. I always forget
Oh.
that. So just go ahead and click. If you hover over, there's like the little 3 lines. You do have permission to drag it out.
Meesh.
There we go. We have Blake.
Huzzah.
I'm wondering because I have both a big picture and then an avatar picture. If it's like maybe
It will-
messing up. Thing.
No, it should drag out the right one. You had to click the name, not the image. Okay, so click the name.
Yeah, click
Oh.
the name and drag that. Yeah.
Figured out the
Yeah.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Oh wait, there we go. Duh.
Yay!
Huzzah.
Okay,
Oh my gosh,
so
God.
uh,
this has been so long.
Since we are
I
functioning,
haven't used this
no,
for a
it's
while.
okay. It's okay. Don't sweat it. Since we are functioning on a map, just so you guys know, the way I play is where you are on the map is where you are. So please continue to move your characters as you guys are walking,
Okay.
and continue there so that you're not 60 feet behind battle like certain people I've played with. Nick.
I was thinking that.
Yep.
Wait,
Yep.
what happened?
The Nick, small town geek, he has a very bad habit of not moving his token, and so there's been some repercussions for that.
Oh,
Yeah. So just so you guys know, down here is water. So Blake, it's like knee-deep water if you want to stand there, or you could be along the side.
Both immediately.
Yeah,
out.
I'm getting out of the water.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely would jump out of the water if I landed in it.
Okay, cool.
Shake
So
myself off.
you guys climbed down. Blake jumped in, and he did end up in the water, which was really gross. But
I watch out for those floaty bits. Ugh. You know, listen, you guys go first. I'm gonna stay at the back, and
I mean, I have a bow. I should be the back.
I don't want to get my hair dirty.
Oh,
Look, I just
Blake is
I just
going
got it
to
done.
pull out a bullseye lantern and light it.
okay,
Oh, that's so helpful.
well,
Good
someone came prepared.
job. Right? I don't know what
I
that's like.
have everything I need. What can I say?
You did say that, you know.
You
Okay, I might
did.
have to trust you.
I know.
remind me how far the bullseye lantern radius is.
It's a cone, 60-foot bright and then a 60-foot dim.
Oh wow, that's.
Okay.
I also have dark vision.
So do I.
We are going
Same.
to
Oh no. My foot.
we're gonna drop a circle radius aura on you so that we know, and you'll just need to tell me what where you're facing so other people can see it.
Color.
I do not have dark visions. This is the way I'm seeing.
Okay. Can everybody see that radius?
I
Not yet.
don't.
Ish.
Okay.
No,
Not
don't.
yet.
Where's
The
the
giant yellow overlay over all this.
No, there's a show to players that doesn't always work. So, one moment, please.
Hold, please.
Pause for the cause. I found it. Okay, cool.
Thank you. Hold. Oh. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's a big radius. Okay,
That's a
so,
big radius. My eyes.
yeah, it is now. Well, okay, so keep in mind that it's going to be a cone the way that he is facing. So, I would say you can now see to here.
Thank you. See. Ooh, I see a bridge.
Okay, so you are in the sewers. You hear water dripping.
In the
There's some creepy noises happening, but what are you doing? Where are you going?
Where I'm looking on the wall to see if there's the triangle signs.
Okay, make an investigation. You can argue investigation or perception. If you're kind of just like taking cursory glances, it will be perception. If you're like
No,
investigating,
I'm like scanning the wall. Yeah.
okay, then I would say that's investigation.
So investigation. That is
Our
a
collective Achilles stat, intelligence.
I know.
17.
If you haven't noticed, looking at the character cycle down there at the bottom, nobody has an intelligence above 10.
Wait.
Yeah.
But I can read.
Yo.
Doesn't
Yeah.
Asmodeus know?
I also want to look around.
think
see if there's
Asmodeus
anything
does.
fine.
Oh, maybe an 11.
We have
Yeah.
very little communication in terms of like team composition. So
Yeah.
Which I love. I think it's great. Okay.
I rolled a 17 if you saw that on D20 on Beyond.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to roll in here. So.
Did you add the extension to your computer?
Working. Something else.
No, you're fine. So if you add the extension, it'll auto roll, but good to know that you rolled a 17, and I will just let me know what you roll then if you can't figure out the extension. So it's just cool for everybody to see what you do roll.
Interesting.
So I dropped the link for that in the Discord. So with a 17, as you look around, you do see familiar triangle, or what looks like the triangle figure on the wall right here. Oh, hold on. Where's my pointer? On the wall right here. So it looks like there's a triangle figure and it's kind of pointing this way. Okay. Blossom, you said you were looking around too?
Yeah, sorry, my cat jumped up. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe I can check like the floor or in the like see if I can just look around in the water or anything for anything
shiny
or any holes we can go in, you know.
Okay, go ahead and make a let's do perception check for this. Looking for shiny objects.
Damn.
Okay, a dirty 20 as you're looking
Nice.
around. You find like kind of shoved in the wall a little bit. A couple of gold, so about 4 gold shoved in the wall, kind of behind a brick. And it's cool. It seems like somebody hit a few gold here.
Oh, shot! You guys see that in the wall? And I'll like pull out the brick and grab it. Be like, I got shot. Oh, there's gold. Okay, I like this sewer. All right, someone go around the corner. See if there's, you know, I don't want to go first, but
I'll go around the corner then.
okay.
I'll
I mean, you
follow.
are up at the front. That makes sense. I'm just gonna cautiously stay back.
Okay, so as you are looking, it seems that there's 2 different pathways to go. There's some debris ahead here, and it looks like it continues on, much of the same.
Can we get around that debris?
Yeah, you can. It's just like debris in the waterway, so you can walk on the paths just fine.
Oh, alright.
So if you continue down the side there.
Yes, we can all just keep walking down.
I'm gonna be inching forward here.
Okay.
Can I check for traps just in case?
Yeah, I mean, it is a thieves guild. So go ahead and roll me a perception check to see if you see any traps.
Perception?
Yep.
I thought it was investigation.
So the way it's supposed to be is perception to notice, investigation to like kind of figure out how it works, and then thieves tools to disable.
Okay.
Right.
It's a lot. Looking for traps is like a bajillion rolls. Okay, so you don't see any traps necessarily. So it seems that this area, as far as you know, is not trapped.
Okay.
Okay, so you come up on a couple different ways to go here. So you could go to the left, right, or straight. And as you bloop around the corner a little bit, oh, hold on. Where's my reveal tool? It seems that it continues along this way, as well as this continues to a T over here. So, Asmodeus, are you chilling like that far in the back, or you're keeping up?
I'm working. I'm keeping up.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and move yourself.
I will. I'm just making. Oh. Oop.
Perfect.
So many options. What to do?
Yeah, which way do you guys want to go?
I feel like we should check for traps again, just because now there's a very big open space. I'm gonna walk to this side.
Okay,
Hop
are you?
over the
Why
water?
don't they trap the sewers, though? It's the sewers.
Well,
Go ahead and roll me acrobatics or athletics to jump over the water.
okay.
Okay, perfect. You kind of put your back paws.
I fling myself across the water.
So you put your hand on Cosros's shoulder and you shove your back paws against the wall and like push off and like go almost vertical and then just like flip and land on the other side neatly. And I just imagine you doing like the
like your little hair
Olympics,
flip, like
the Olympic
you guys saw that,
pose.
right?
It was probably the coolest thing you've done in a while.
Yeah, and then I will be like, okay, and then I'll like look around to see if I can see anything. Peer like a sailor.
Okay,
Like,
so perception check.
There we are.
Okay, you don't see any traps, you don't see any triangles.
Yeah, it seems clear to me. I mean, someone else can go first though.
So I did.
I lead the way then.
Okay, which way
what
are you
way to
leading?
go, though? We'll just go straight. Why not?
I agree. So I did that.
Walks through the water.
Oh.
to do
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna jump across the water again.
Okay, go ahead and roll me another acrobatics check.
Oh, so if I do that, and then if I...
Okay, it is not as cool, but it's enough. You kind of almost fall back, and your tail like touches the water. And you're like, ew, 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 ew.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, my tail tips into the water. It's like, ugh, just shakes it off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop across as well.
Okay, acrobatics or athletics? Just because I think
Acrobatics.
it's funny.
I'm trying to do...
Oh,
Okay, you jump.
it looks like it's gonna land on a 16 too, and then it's like, 3.
Yep. You jump and it's just not quite far enough, and you see it and both your feet just splash into the gross water. It goes up to about like your knees.
Ugh.
And Blossom kind of giggles, but tries to stop herself.
So my
Are you? Do you need help?
Out
Are
of
you?
the
Are you
water.
good? You got your knees
Yeah.
wet? No, it's okay.
It's
Just
fine.
watch out for the floaty bits, you know.
That is my acrobatics. I don't have it. synced
Okay.
up.
You're good.
Thank
That
you.
is just enough. You manage to make your way across, and you look like you're about to fall, but your what's your raven's name again? Remind me. Storm like kind of grabs your coat and in their beak and like pulls you a little bit, and it's just enough to keep your balance.
Great.
Okay. Are you continuing?
Yes. I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
going
let's
down
continue.
on this side. Just cautiously, though.
Okay. So as you
Cosrius wishes they had. Sorry.
no, you're good.
Yeah, Cosrius wishes they had that, what is that? The cleaning spell. I forget its
Oh.
name right now.
Prestidigitation.
Yes, that one.
Why?
Oh my
I-
God.
Lord.
I can like not have that spell. That is like one of my favorite spells of all time.
I only have one cantrip, and it's like one that I have.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you continue. Nothing seeming to inhibit
Okay.
your looking. Although you do see, as you kind of peek around the corner a little bit, in this corner here, there does seem to be a couple of like gross, slimy looking plants.
I'm gonna go investigate those, or well, I'm gonna look at them.
From afar, or are you like
No,
walking
I'm gonna get close. I'll probably poke one. I'll probably touch it.
up?
see how it
Okay.
feels.
I'll stand a bit closer, but nah, plants aren't my thing.
Okay, so as you touch it,
Oh, shit.
just do me a favor.
Mhm.
How are you touching it?
Probably, like gently stroking it, kind of like seeing if it moves, sort of. Kind of like you touch a sleeping bear.
Oh, weeks. Okay. First of all, good to know that my things will
Touch.
never whisper. We're gonna change that there. Okay, cool. So as you
Weird.
touch it,
That-
it touches you, and that's a nat 20 to hit you. You take 1 poison damage, and make me a Constitution saving throw, please and thank you.
I'm not sure how to do
I got it to
that.
work. Yay.
So go to you figured it out. So go to your character sheet. On the top.
Oh, I see.
left,
Okay,
The
okay.
saving throws. Yep.
Yeah, okay. I was like, that one is eluding me.
Oh, okay, cool. You're fine.
Let's go. I did it.
Okay, so you take 1 poison damage, and it kind of like goes, and this.
I think I can jump back in time to get out of the thing, and then I go, whoa, okay, nobody touch that plant. It's gonna touch you back.
Quiet up here.
And-
Oh, wait, and then I don't know how far back I can go exactly.
It begins to hover in the air and flies towards you. And
Wonderful.
it looks like it's weird.
boy.
It has like this eye opens out of the green, and it looks very intriguing. Hold on. see. Can I display it? Hey,
So are
there we
there
go.
two? There's two things?
There is 2.
Okay.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
and for the sake of this,
Target practice. Wait.
it's gonna be a real quick initiative, but we're gonna do initiative just to get us used to it. So, go ahead and if you click on your token, and then you click initiative, it will auto add it for you.
On your token.
Like we do initiative still from our sheet, or is there a spot on? Oh, okay.
Oh, because I rolled on my sheet.
Yep, you're
Okay.
on there. You're good.
Oh, I see.
Okay. So these things have come alive. Both of them are floating, hovering, and looking at you. It's if you've heard stories about beholders, they kind of look like beholders. It's definitely a weird plant creature. So, okay. Cool. Top of the round, Asmodeus, where are you?
I'm up here in the corner.
Up where?
I moved.
I don't see
moved.
you.
I moved down.
Under Cosrius?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I was underneath.
God.
Oh, I was underneath. Oh.
Perfect.
Amazing.
Okay, go ahead. It is your turn. These things are flying at your friend, and one of them's like giving chase.
I'm gonna movement. Can I see them without? So I can see them fine, right?
Yeah, totally.
Because I'm gonna knock an arrow and aim at the little eyeball.
Okay, cool.
So hit dice first. It is a
19 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
and then we'll do this. And I have Dreadful Strike, so I'm gonna use that as well.
Okay, cool. It's
I don't
You're-
need it.
no. Your arrow
Okay.
flies true and straight into the eye of this thing, and it goes all the way completely through the creature and
Yay!
pins the plant to the wall, and then you watch as it gurgles and poison bubbles up, and then it goes right out, and it explodes in gas all around you guys. So everybody within 20 feet of this creature. So
I'm
that
just
is
out of range.
that is Blake and Blossom. I need you guys
That's better age.
to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh, sorry
Oh,
guys.
you gotta be kidding me.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so both
Pain.
of you do not make it.
no.
You take 8 poison damage,
Oh.
and as you breathe this thing in, coughing, you feel this gross stuff go through your blood, and you actually see green appear in the veins on your arm. And you are either of you immune to poison or anything?
I don't think
Nope.
so.
Okay, cool. So you are diseased.
Oh.
It looks
Love
gross.
that for me.
Yep.
You
The
said
green,
it was 8 damage?
yes, 8 damage. The green does not work with your skin tone, Blossom. It's very annoying. Okay. So that Asmodeus, anything else on your turn? Would you like to move? Bonus action?
I want to move over here.
Wait,
So
do
I wanna-
rangers get a second attack at 5th level? Can you take another arrow shot?
They do.
I do.
I was like, I think
I
they
get a
do.
second attack. I don't see the second attack in my. Well, I'm a Mark of Shadow.
Hold on, let me look. I'm
not
pretty sure you do.
Yeah, it's extra attack.
Learning. Yep. So you have a second attack. So go ahead and if you want to do another
Yep,
attack,
yep.
you can.
I'm gonna. If I do it, but they'll take more poisons if I hit them.
True. So you can choose to attack, or you can hold off if you so desire.
I'm going to move here and just be ready.
Okay. Cool. Easy enough.
I
Okay.
don't
And
want to poison people.
next up, Blake. You are diseased, and it is gross, and you are poisoned for the duration. So poisoned means that you have for both you and Blossom. Poisoned means that you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Okay, what are you doing, Blake?
So, I am diseased, and that causes the poisoned condition.
Correct.
Okay. very roundabout way of doing it, but alright. I'm going to pull out a warhammer. I'm just going to walk up to this thing and I'm just going to start swinging. These aren't real threats.
Go for it. So confident. Yeah, you definitely hit. Okay. How do you like swing at this thing to kill it?
I just whack it over the head. Like,
Okay.
These guys aren't fun.
Cool. So it goes directly into the ground, squashed between your warhammer and the ground, and once again it poof explodes, getting both. I think Blossom is in the range still. Hold on.
Yep. Doesn't move.
Oh, yep, just in the range. So go ahead and make me, both of you, another Constitution saving throw.
Not again! Stuff is so gross. As I cough.
Okay. 15's just enough, 18 is not, so you shrug off the effects of the poison and don't actually take any damage. But Blossom, you take 11 more points of poison damage as you're like coughing over there. You're still diseased, so it's fine.
Yes.
Okay. And for the sake of this, we are out of combat as all threats have been taken care of.
Lazarus will try to jump over to Blossom.
Okay.
Gonna try again. Okay, that's better.
Beautiful! You make your way over there.
And
Sure.
then cast.
We can just do that.
You might want to get out of the range of these things.
Yeah, you might want to fall back.
Is there still like?
Oh yeah, there might still be the gas.
There's
Yeah.
still goo around.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
still in the air, but like, if you stand there long enough, it might affect you, but you're not going to continue to take poison damage just from walking in it right now. So, but I would recommend not hanging out in there, as it's starting to
come over this
dissipate.
way, Blossom.
Okay, I'll follow you, coughing and hunched over, and I'm like, ugh, that's so gross. Also,
I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration.
oh yes, my paws are hurting.
Oh.
Wait, you're a paladin, right?
You
Yep.
can use your lay on hands to remove disease.
Yeah.
Do I have lay on hand? Oh yeah, I do.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll follow you.
That might be better than, because it's a disease, not a poison. Like it's that's the best way to go about it, to be completely honest with you. So go ahead and take your second level spell slot back, and you just need to expend 5 lay on hands, I think it is, to
We
remove it.
gotta get rid of this ugly color. This blood is not doing it for me.
5 confirmed. There we go.
Okay, so what does your magic look like as you lay your hands on Blossom's like arm?
It's kind of like the inverse of Kazuri's eyes, where it's like kind of reddish in the center of the magic and more yellowy orangey on the outer skirts of it.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like wispy and glowy.
Yep, this glow as it fades over you, and you see all of the poison being pulled out of your veins towards the source, and then it dissipates.
So much better.
Yep, you feel way better. You are not poisoned.
Okay.
I think I
But that,
jumped too
but that
soon.
doesn't heal me at all. It just unpoisons me.
Correct.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm seeing what my spells are.
Nobody. Oh, yeah,
Should I jump over to you so you can do that as well, or are you gonna jump to me?
Sure. Either or. Which would you prefer?
I'll jump over then.
We're all over here. Come over here.
It's party on that side of the sewer.
Time to regroup,
All right.
friends.
Before I do that, I just have to
Move up here.
send this, just so I can have that in play.
Okay, cool. To operate or maintain a land vehicle.
Oh, I don't think it matters.
I
No.
don't think it matters.
I don't think so.
But this
We're-
isn't a land vehicle. You consider yourself
Whenever I make an acrobatics check,
what?
Transformers.
Buy a
it
vehicle.
says acrobatics check or any check for a land vehicle.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like an acrobatics
Oh my
check
goodness.
for the land vehicle, and I was like, that's weird. Okay, you're good. Yep, you can add a D4 if you so choose. You very nimbly. Oh, it actually auto added it. That's cool. You very nimbly leap across, very dancer-like, as you land almost silently over there. So, Cosrus, are you expending another 5 to remove the disease?
Yep.
Okay, beautiful.
And I have
Thank
15
you.
left. Don't have any like group spells for healing. Oh,
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I just needed that thing out of me.
how is Blossom looking? Actually, both Blake and Blossom. Just
I'm
case.
in great pain. Everything hurts.
Yeah,
But, you know, I will probably be okay if I stay back, you know. I'm, like, holding my side and kind of wincing.
she's not looking too good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'll
not,
do
it's not
a
so great.
second level cure wounds.
Okay, she looks very, like, now that you've kind of, like, seen her move and stuff, she looks a little squishier. Okay.
You got 16.
Ooh, that's very helpful.
Yeah. Okay, so 16 healing back to you. Blake said he looked fine, yeah?
Yeah, he's just
I'm gonna
not
jump in
reading
the air,
anymore.
too,
It's
and be
fine.
like, I feel so much better! Sorry. There we go.
Cute.
I'm
Okay.
like, that 11 sounded like a pretty hefty amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a big ol' hit. I'm good now.
Almost half.
Yup.
She's squishy. Okay. So, and
Alright.
as you guys are having this little powwow
Better
in
than the one.
the alcove there, I think that before you continue much further exploring the sewer, that we're going to take a quick break, mainly because I have to pee. So, we'll take a
Okay.
quick break, and we'll be back in about, does 5 minutes sound good for everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
see
I'll be
you all
waiting.
back in
Wow.
5 minutes.
See you
25.
are back, my friends. Okay, thank you for that brief pee break. I hope everybody got water and hydrated and the like during. But we're jumping back in. You guys have just defeated two pretty easy to kill plants. They weren't much of a threat other than the fact that they just dispelled a lot of poison. But your paladin managed to cure you of your little disease you contracted and heal Blossom a little bit, so you're looking much better, and you feel free to continue. Where are you going next?
I guess we should go back to the junction and go to the right-hand side. Are there?
If we go to the left side, then we might be able to go down that little dead end first. It looks like.
Oh
Our
yeah,
priestess
there
said that the
Are there
people tracking
markings?
whatever was attacked. This might be the place.
Right. Should we like look at the plants? I think we know what they are, I'm guessing, from them attacking us.
Yeah. You know that those are they're pretty normal plants. They're called gas spores. They look kind of like beholders. They're plants. Poisonous, gross. Yeah. That's what you know.
Yeah, I think
Has
I guess I'll have to go up this side. I think I'll just start walking and be like, wait, let's go back. And check another area. Watch out for plants, though. No more touching things, okay, you guys? That's important. Don't touch anything.
Are there the symbols going this
Will
direction, or do we not see them anymore?
Oh, yeah, or
you
do a
don't
quick check.
see any symbol. Oh, okay, go ahead and roll. I'll let you argue perception or investigation.
Who, for who?
Either of you, or you could help each other.
I'm gonna help.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe we can. I was gonna say, everyone, quick, look around. Just make sure there's nothing you see.
Well, the two
So,
of us, so we're
You
doing
can
it.
all
Yeah, I'll
make
do it.
individual checks, or somebody could roll with advantage.
Like, let's all
I'm
just do a
I'm
check
good on
and see.
percentage. I'm good on perception.
Yeah, I'll do
Are we,
perception.
are we doing perception, or do we all do the same thing?
You can do perception.
Separately, I would like to come over here and make an investigation check.
Cool. Are you looking for the symbol, or to see if they have anything weird on their bodies? What are you looking for?
The symbol.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll me an investigation check. So, Blossom, with that 7 perception, you're looking around. You don't see anything. You're vibing. You're having a great time.
Yeah, things seem clear. I'm gonna keep marching on.
Yep, you and Cosrus are a little distracted by what's happening around. Asmodeus, you don't see any symbols down here for the Thieves Guild, which kind of leads you to believe that you probably took a wrong turn somewhere.
Guys, we're out of the trail.
So,
Yeah.
Blake, as you're poking around over there, with a 15 investigation, you don't see the symbol like that she described. The vial with the spider web behind it.
That works better.
All right.
So, not down here.
So
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
can
keep
see.
walking and keep going up to the bridge.
Okay.
Left or right?
I think we should go this way. This time I will actually go first because I'm a little excited now because I got the adrenaline of
You're
battle coursing
took a
through
lot
my
of
blood.
damage. You didn't look so hot. Why are you
Yeah,
cheering
well, I'm just gonna peek around the corner and then if there's any danger, I'll jump back. I
Cosrus
promise.
is gonna look for another arrow on this side just in case.
I'm gonna look here just in case too. I'm gonna do another perception.
Oh, actually, yes, I'll wait. Maybe. Blossom rethinks and she's gonna step back a little.
Oh my god, I don't see anything.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So, are you just looking for danger? Were you looking specifically for the Thieves Guild symbols?
I was looking for the Thieves Guild symbol. Make
Okay.
sure we're on the right track.
So as you're poking around, you actually see another symbol this way, and it's pointing this way.
Alright. Guys, I released that information. We need to go north, never eat salty or northeast. We need to go down the other side. And go.
Okay, I'll
Alright.
follow you wherever you want to go.
I'm gonna point and just keep on walking. Hope.
Okay.
Over here?
Pointed down here.
Let's go.
Oh.
Oh yeah, right across the bridge, but
Went here and then was pointing over here.
Hold on. Pause for the cause. No! I need the reveal tool! I just keep drawing arrows in the middle of nowhere.
Turn order.
That was an accident. However, it's an accident, but also it's kind of needed because as you kind of turn the corner and you look around, you see just like a gigantic blob of poisonous looking things with like a sword kind of floating in the center of it and like 2 daggers and a couple silver pieces. And you look at it and you're like, oh, yeah, that's a gelatinous cube staring at me.
Does it see me?
You guys were not stealthing, so yes, it did see you, and it is moving closer to you.
I'm gonna do a quick jump back over here if I can.
Yeah, and I'm gonna back off, but keep an eye on it. Just back off behind everyone else.
So I should roll acrobatic for that?
Yes. So I'll let you position yourself quickly, and then we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
1 second.
Oh no, I rolled a 0.
How do you do the?
Oh no!
I rolled a 0.
I thought it was just like waiting for the number to come.
Acrobatic.
How do you do the measurement thing again?
Acrobatics is a
like-
14.
You click the
arrow.
ruler in the top
ruler
left.
too.
Oh,
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the only thing I remember.
oh jeez.
My acrobatics
Position
was a
myself here.
14.
Okay.
Oh wait, I can go farther back. Never mind.
Okay, so we're missing a turn for Asmodeus. Oh wait, you didn't roll yet. Never mind.
No, I didn't. No, give me 1 second.
You're good.
Initiative.
There.
Yeah, initiative.
Oh, I didn't roll either.
Yes,
It
please
is
click your
literally
token.
impossible for this thing
I'm
not
not
to go
20
up ahead of us.
That 20 on initiative. Or not. It said 20 for me.
It's a
1d2. Oh, no, yeah, I read that wrong. So 18. My brain was doing the wrong thing.
okay.
Why does it say 0 for Asmodeus?
Because I added his turn manually.
Oh.
Okay. So as you turn the corner and see this kind of slime looking, and actually Asmodeus, you notice the arrow pointing this way, and then you see another mark on the wall over here of the arrow pointing this way, and then you see a kind of a curious
Up
mark
there.
that looks
Up
like
there.
that's pointing this way, and then you see a curious mark that looks like an X pointing this way. And you're like,
Well-
oh, that probably means danger.
Well, fuck.
But, I mean, it's hard to
Okay.
avoid this cube that hangs out in this area, you know?
I'm gonna play it off that I didn't see anything.
So it is moving towards,
Alright.
it's glugging towards you. And it is your turn.
Well, I didn't know it was up there. I'm going to jump back across here. I thought it was below us. So I'm gonna jump back across here
Okay.
and roll an acrobatics for that.
Cool, cool.
I'm at 13.
Okay, 13's enough as you jump back.
So does it have a core? Does it have like? What do I see when I look at it?
As you're looking at this creature, and you've seen oozes like this before, it seems to have like kind of like a core body that's holding together, and it's like gooing out slime around it, and it's kind of lurking around in the water.
I want to shoot at center mass
Okay, go for it.
in that area. 19 to hit.
Okay, 19 definitely hits.
We'll do you. And then we'll do. What? Why aren't you? Oh, I got it on the run. And then see if this will add. And dreadful strikes.
Okay. So you loose an arrow as it goes singing into the core of this creature, dealing, you see like it go completely through, and it pierces, and then it kind of like gets stuck in there, and it like shakes a little bit, and then the goop like closes around it, and you have sacrificed your arrow to the gelatinous cube. But it's damage, good amount of damage as it went in there.
Cool. And
I'll make you some more arrows.
I have like 98 left, so I'm good for now.
Did it just
Okay.
eat your arrow? Okay.
Yeah, I did just see my arrow, and then I'm done, so I move.
You can do a second attack if you want.
Oh, I thought I...
You have 2 attacks per action.
I forget.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we'll do another longbow. I'm not gonna use... Oh, that'd be a wrong bow to use. Oh, so
17 does hit.
And then... Wait. 10 damage.
Okay.
You only use the other once per turn.
Okay, perfect. As another arrow stings into it, it kind of like smacks into the other arrow a little bit, and they're like just sitting, chilling in the cube. Any bonus action or anything?
No, just be ready.
Okie dokie.
Take a ready stance.
Okay, Blake, this cube is coming at you around the corner. What are you doing?
So, before I make my turn, can I do an intelligence or just like a history check to see if Blake actually remembers what this thing does?
Sure. It would be, I'll let you choose history or nature.
They're both a -2, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so with history, you're not sure what this thing does. It's a cube. It's a cube.
Well, if it's a cube, then we just cut it into smaller pieces. Make it easy.
Perfect. Definitely. Love that
Good
logic.
plan.
We're gonna pull out a hand axe. Screw it. We're also gonna rage. So I'm just
Cool.
gonna put the benefits of that.
What does your rage look like?
Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
So-
what happens when you rage? Tell us.
Gallows thinking.
So you hear Blake just begin screaming, and it's kind of like a tune, but he's just very off key.
Love it. Absolutely love it. So Blake just begins screeching, kind of tuneless, very off key. Are you rushing at this thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna run to it. I'm gonna start whacking it with the hand axe.
Perfect. Go for it.
I have an idea for next time.
Holy crap.
Oh, hell
Nat
yeah.
20! Let's go! Okay. So you deal 9 slashing damage. As you're swinging into this thing, you cut out like you're hacking it into smaller pieces. You see like a bit fall off. Then you try to pull the hand axe out, and it like gets stuck a little bit in there, but you do manage to get it out. Okay. What else are you doing?
Now we swing again.
Cool. Okay. 19 definitely hits for 10 slashing damage. Love it.
Oh, I should have done that.
Okay, so as you swing again, you hack off another really good piece there. Anything else?
That will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Alrighty. Go for it, Blossom. What are you doing?
Okay, so. Okay, sorry, I was reading things. I'm a little far, so I may need some help to figure out how to attack and how to get closer and attack. But I feel like I should be able to.
So you can move 30 feet, so you could get right to here if you would like. If you want, you as a rogue can dash as a bonus action. You could try to squeeze behind it if you wanted to, or you could just go right here.
Bonus action dash.
I was gonna say, or yeah, what if I go up and attack it and then use the dash to like get out? Like
Yeah,
to
you
leave
can
after.
definitely do that.
Because I have a flame sword that I was thinking I could try to hit it with.
Okay. Have you activated your flame sword before this point?
Oh no, so I think I need to do
So
that
you would
too.
need to use your bonus action to do that, so you would not be able to get away from it.
That's okay.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and move your token and run forward.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like run and scream at it as I go, and I'm gonna whip out my sword and be like, I'm gonna cut it as well. Oh right, I'm like, I can't move.
What's your activation word to make your sword light up on fire? I love it. Solid. You know it fits that you have your activation word is
The
a screech.
screaming duo.
Yeah, it's just me manically screaming, and then the sword's like, oh, it's time, and then I pull my sword out as it lights up. and I lift it over my head to swing.
Okay. You two watch as your two compatriots are just screeching at this cube.
Good lord.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay. So, how do I do that again?
So if you're on your character sheet, if you click your weapon and then click the Beyond 20 button, or you could just click, there's a little like roll thing that pops up. You could click that too.
Because there's like a hit and then a damage, so I need to do the hit
so
roll.
do the hit first.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry.
20 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll some damage for me, and you do get sneak attack.
Do I have to do anything extra for that to...
Nope, it pops up.
There we go.
So, you get piercing damage, some fire damage, and sneak attack. As you drive your sword in, and this burst of flame just goes poof, all the way through it, and then kind of like gets absorbed and is like whoa, 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 right there, in there. And it seems to do quite a bit of, yeah, you're welcome for the sound effects. It seems to do quite a bit of damage. Blossom's pretty powerful, guys. And you have managed to like pull your sword back out with like a noise. It's real gross. So, but that's your bonus action, your movement, and your action there.
Yep.
Okay. Khazarus.
All right. They are going to huck a javelin at it.
Okay.
Actually, I forgot. Do they assume that if they huck the javelin and it gets sucked up into the gelatinous cube, once they kill it, they can retrieve their javelin again?
Maybe. It might be kind of hard, but you might be able to. It's going to be covered in goop.
Okay. That's okay. They're going to do that.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Come on, roll. Oh! I hate D&D Beyond. It rolls like trash for me.
It's a natural one. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So the way that this looks is you throw your javelin, and right as you're throwing it, Blossom is like pulling back, and her head kind of gets like right in the way of where you were gonna throw it, and you're like, oh shit, and you adjust a little bit, and it just goes off course and smacks into the wall.
Blossom definitely hears Connors just go, woo!
Oh,
I like turn around and look and be like,
whoops. I think you can attack as you get 2 attacks per action if you want to throw another javelin.
Oh, wait, do I have another javelin? That's the thing.
I would assume you have a couple.
Okay.
How many? Yeah, it looks like you have 3.
Okay, sweet. I'll do another javelin throw.
Perfect.
Okay, that's better, finally.
Yeah, there you go. That definitely hits.
Alright.
Okay, 6 piercing damage as sure enough your javelin gets sucked into this thing.
yeah, nice one.
But it does seem to carve away a little bit. It seems like, oh my gosh, it's a good thing I remember what it was at, because I keep typing take away 6 damage, and it keeps correcting it to only 6 HP left, which is not correct. The javelin is kind of like half sticking out of the thing now, but it seems to be carving, and there's a lot more holes in this creature than there was before. It's starting to look a little bad.
Wait, can I move?
Yeah, you can still move.
Okay, I'm gonna move here.
Okie dokie.
That is diagonal. Okay, sweet.
Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Okay. The cube is going, it's cube turn. And the cube is going to move forward. And I need actually all 3 of you to roll a dexterity saving throw, please and thank you.
I sit
Mistakes were made.
Yeah, mistakes were made.
Okay.
Alright.
Mistakes were made.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to show this. I will have advantage on the dex save.
Cool. Love it.
Okay, cool.
So, Blake, you managed to flatten yourself against the wall and kind of dance away in your rage behind it. Blossom, you, like, straight up flip over the top because you're flamboyant and land on the other side. However, Khazarus, you were not successful and have been engulfed in this cube, and you like take a breath quickly as it like feels like you're in really like jello. You're straight up in jello, and it's
Does this count? Oh no!
You
Does
start
this count
to feel
as an attack?
Yes.
Or is it?
No.
Does it count as an attack against the target other than myself?
No.
It's a force saving throw. It doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't. So
Okay,
you
sweet.
start to feel tingle on your skin as you take 6 acid damage. You can't breathe, and you are restrained. And you are stuck in it.
Oh my.
Okay, that is the end of cube turn. Asmodeus, what are you doing?
Now, how is she in proximity to the center of this thing? Is she in front of it?
They are kind of in the center. Yeah, they them pronouns, please. They are kind of in the center of it. So you still see areas where you could hit without hitting them, though. It's a pretty big creature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I was gonna do that. That wouldn't work. So let's just. No. Yeah, we'll just do another longbow attack. I'm gonna aim like if their body's on the right hand side, I'm aiming on the left. So.
Okay, perfect.
Do not hit them at all.
Yeah, you can move your arrows.
It's 18 to hit.
18 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
It's 7 plus 7 damage and 3 psychic damage.
Okay. Alrighty, so it takes 10 damage as another arrow sings into it. Are you going to use your second attack?
Might as well. We need to kill this thing.
Yup.
Oh, that is a 12 to hit.
12 does hit still.
Oh, wow.
This thing is a big cube, and it's not hard to hit, it's just tanky.
That is 7.
Okay, another 7 piercing damage is this arrow actually stings cleanly through it, and it clatters kind of next to you in the water, Blossom, and you see just like a hole all the way through the ooze.
Oh, I could have done that.
Bonus action or anything else?
I spell something too late, so no, not this time.
Okie dokie. Blake, you are enraged, you are not engulfed. What are you doing?
Am I the one getting her out, or is anyone else?
This thing is not allowed to touch me anymore. Get it.
All right, I'm gonna go do it.
Do it.
Okay, are you gonna try to get Cosros out, or are you gonna attack it?
I'm gonna try and get Cosmos out.
Okay, so you reach in and grab their like arms, go ahead and start to pull them out. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Strongest characters in the cube.
It works.
Okay. So reaching in and grasping onto their forearms, you feel acid like on your skin and start to tingle. You do take 7 acid damage. But grabbing their arms, you pull out with all of your strength, and you guys, like, you manage to, Cosros kind of falls out on their knees, but you manage to pull them up to their feet. But yeah, you are now free of the ooze.
Thank you.
Which is really good.
Yeah, don't mention it.
Take a shit ton of damage on the cube's turn as it
Yeah,
started to digest you. So, nice. Okay, so
Yay.
that was your action to pull them out. Bonus action or anything else?
I'm gonna run back to my original space, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good. So, Cosros, you are now here. And no longer in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yay! Okay, Blossom, what are you doing?
Okay, so is the hole from the arrow still in it? Like, it's still visible, or did it like close up?
It's not closing back together.
Okay, so I want to attack like around that spot. I'm gonna try to like slice it with my sword again.
Okay, cool. Go
Kind
ahead
of
and
around that spot.
roll an attack for me. 17 definitely hits.
Eight.
Oh wait, wouldn't you have advantage from flanking?
Yeah.
Since this is a huge creature, not quite.
Oh darn. Darn.
Yeah, this is
We
a
tried.
bit
Oh,
bigger.
there's so much my other
Yeah,
DM
so
let me get away with. Oh,
Yeah.
it needs to be a one size bigger than you in order for flanking. It's a little too
Okay,
far,
okay.
but that's okay because you what does it look like as you defeat this ooze, Blossom?
I'm thinking like kind of slices the whole thing in half, and like the fire probably like bleaches it.
Yeah, okay, so as you cut the whole thing in half with your sword, kind of going off of that hole that Asmodeus had made, the fire kind of like cauterizes behind it so that it doesn't stick back together, and it just falls into 2 piles of sludge and then just oozes into a
take
pile of
that.
ooze.
Nice job. That thing is not getting on anyone again. And then I walk over and give Costria like a pat on the back. And then I realize that they're covered in
it's
slime.
amazing.
Yeah, they are disgusting now.
Yeah, it's kind of grimace and try to wipe it back on them. It doesn't work.
It does not work. Your hand is
slime on your hand.
Yep,
Yeah, and
absolutely.
then I end up with more slime on me, and I stick it in the muddy water to get it off, and it's not helping.
I don't know what's worse, the water or the slime.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Your slime.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hi, kitty. Okay, sorry.
Okay. So, the ooze defeated. What would you guys like to do?
Can we check
heal.
it for
You know,
anything?
yeah, can I investigate?
Yeah,
it?
definitely. So go ahead and roll me an investigation check. If somebody's helping, you can roll with advantage.
Yes, I would like to help.
I don't know how to roll with advantage.
Just roll twice, and we take the higher one.
Okay,
First
okay. See,
I did acrobatics to get across.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're fine.
Oh.
Oh, I'm not good at investigating.
Wait, advantage, do it again. Yeah.
Do I roll twice?
Yeah, you can roll twice.
Okay.
Zero.
I'll take the
I
18.
love that 0. Okay, so Blossom, you're like half-heartedly pawing through the slime, and then every time you put your like paw in the slime, you like pick it back up and like wipe it off on Cosrus's clothes.
I'm like, look, I'm not touching this anymore. Someone else do this.
Yeah,
I'm just
pretty
gonna
much.
lean against the wall.
So, and Asmodeus, you paw through, well, not literally because you don't have paws because you're not a tabaxi. But
I have gauntlets, so I don't get the ooze on.
yep, exactly. And you managed to find about 6 pieces of silver.
So wait.
6 pieces of silver, 3 pieces of gold. You do find Cosrus's javelins, so you can have your javelins back.
Give them back.
You managed to get your 2 of your arrows back, but the other 2 are like acid.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And you do find a ring in there, and it's very beautiful
Cool.
silver with what looks like a red gem inset in it, as well as it looks like a little figurine of a dog.
And the moment you pull that out, I'm gonna jump forward and grab that out of your hands.
So you're gonna have to try to, because I'm.
No, I'm definitely gonna grab it.
Okay,
by my
so
hands.
this is a
You need to
contested
finish
check.
your attempt.
You're gonna have
This
to
is
try
a-
to.
This is a contested check. So go ahead and roll. Let's just do an contesting acrobatics checks for you.
So it's like just normally.
Yep.
Okay.
Damn it.
Okay. She is successful. You leap across, snatch the ring out of his hand as he's like pulling it up, and like before you even realize it, Asmodeus, she's like admiring it.
Yeah, I'm just staring at it, looking at it, being like, "Oh, this is so pretty." Does anybody know what it does?
I was going to try to figure that out.
Okay, so
I
I'll
think
It's
push
just a
it.
ring.
I'll like put it back so you can look at it, but I'm not gonna let you take it. No, it's too pretty to just be a ring. Don't. I look back. I'll look back at Asmodeus and say, "Look," and I'm holding it in my hands. Please tell me what it does.
She's. Damn it. We can
Roll
see
it.
everything from here.
Roll an Arcana check.
I was gonna do a sleight of hand to get it. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
just-
even
yeah,
funnier.
yeah.
Do it. Roll sleight of hand.
I was gonna do a sleight of hand.
If you want to try to take the ring back.
16.
Okay. Go ahead and roll just like a general dexterity check, Blossom, to hold on to it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, so as he's
It's okay. I would like kind of let him take it back, anyways, because I
Okay.
want to know what it does.
So he snatches it from your hand. From
Rude.
tell
Taking someone's ring.
from what you can tell, it doesn't seem to have any magical properties, but you're also not super well versed in the Arcana.
I pocket it in one of my backpack pockets very quickly to get out. While my back is yours.
I really want to try to take it out of his pocket one last time.
But you don't know where it is, though.
Are you roll a perception check to see if you could track where he put
To see if I can figure out where he put it. Yeah.
I tried to turn my back to you and do it. So what do I roll?
I'm kind of like peering over
Roll-
your shoulder.
Sleight
Sleight
of
of
hand.
hand or stealth?
Mhm.
Oh, that's all the hands.
Okay.
God damn it, Chrome! You scared the shit out of me.
So I think like I'd probably go
Oh,
over and
that's
try to grab it from him, but I like can't figure out where it's at. So I just end up like patting his body down, and I kind of like grab his shoulders and look at him and say, "This time, you can keep it. But if it does something cool," and then I'm like,
I found it. You didn't find it, so.
I'm
deal
like
with it.
sitting. I'm kind of like a little agitated. You can tell I definitely want this ring, and I'm very upset that he didn't tell me what it did and put it in his pocket.
I did have time because I was trying to do the Arcana check and you kind of tried to swipe.
Look, just take it out and put it on and see if it does anything. That's the best way to
Not
find
that
out.
stupid.
I'll put it on my hand.
Me-
You know, if you need a hand.
Meanwhile, Cosrius is gonna go lay on hands. Or no, cure wounds. I don't actually know how many hit points,
Alright.
really.
On who?
going-
Yourself?
On Blake.
Where are you? I'm gonna move
His
a
fur is a
little
bit
bit.
sizzled, yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, it's Blake that saved me, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna move a
Yes.
little bit
Yeah, yeah.
this
Okay.
way.
Yeah,
Cautiously take it out and do an Arcana check.
I'm sorry. You only get like 5.
Don't worry. That was
Yeah.
most of the damage it took from this fight, anyways.
Okay. So
Okay, I got an 8 on the Arcana.
okay. You're sure if it's magic still. Now that you have a chance to like actually look at it.
So I'll pocket it in a different pocket this time.
I'm just gonna sneak up here, still just watching you, watching Asmodeus very intently.
My back is to you because I know you're there, so like.
Mm.
You
Yes,
put
you
the-
can
What was
feel. You
the-
can feel me
I
staring
can
at
feel
you.
yes. God.
Like, did
Okay.
anyone else see this? He just took my ring. You guys saw that, right?
He had it
I
first.
mean,
No,
it's
no,
a ring.
no. Yeah, it's exactly. See, that's the whole point. It's a
That's like a
ring.
call.
Probably
Like a
find
walkable-
another one in the city. Relax.
Every ring in the world belongs to me. I'm sorry you didn't know that, but that's how it is. And so he
Then-
stole my ring.
Then why didn't you? Then why did the cube have it and you didn't?
The cube is also the cube also stole it from. Like, you both see, you're just as bad as the cube now. You don't want that for yourself, do you? Just give me the ring.
Blake is going to try and secretly take a ring off of his own hand and pocket it.
Okay, okay. Roll sleight of hand.
Oh no! All right.
You should have doused your torch so we could do this without being seen.
Wait, I'm over
I'm so
here. You
sorry.
two are arguing that in darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved from.
Oh,
here
we all have
back
night
down to
vision,
here.
so.
Yeah, I have dark vision.
Okay.
Or, yes, yeah, that
Hold on, what's your passive perception? It's like 14. You don't see Blake pocket his ring. So you have successfully pocketed your ring. As this argument is happening.
Cosrius pipes up. Do earrings count as yours too?
one. No, earrings.
Okay, good.
What does?
Those are like inferior rings, so I'm not a, you know, those are, we pretend
Inferior?
those don't exist. Yeah, that's what I said. You know, it's okay. Don't take it personally.
Ouch.
You just I'll get you some new rings. I'll give you one from my personal collection when we get back.
I would trade for that. I might want to trade for one of yours, Doug.
Well, I don't know if I do business with people who steal from me, but
I didn't steal.
maybe if you make it up to me, I'll think about it.
Can I do like a persuade about my own person?
So since it's character interactions, I usually don't allow persuasion necessarily between
it's fine.
PC interactions, but I think it's funny. Okay.
I mean, I was gonna say she would definitely be able to be persuaded. So
You could try to bribe her with other things.
yeah, with shiny things. It's
Yep.
okay. Listen, one day I'll give you a ring too. Maybe if you ever repay me with something better. And then I just like kind of look at my fingers and kind of like show off my rings that I have. And then I'm like, so is anyone going to do any work here? And then I just walk off.
Well,
Kinda-
you actually walked in the right direction. We have to go down there.
All right, we're gonna come.
Well, it's about time.
Before we did this cube, I saw the arrows pointing down here. So.
Correct.
Right. Yeah, I'm just going to like peek around the corner.
Okay, as you peek around the corner, you see that the sewer is a maze and it continues.
Oh my.
I gotta roll for acrobatic.
Yeah, if you want, it's okay. You make it.
Can
Jump
I
across the water.
go here and peek across and not actually look all the way?
Yeah, you can roll a perception check if you want.
Can I peek down
Yeah, so now we should be able to see down the hallway a little
here?
bit.
Because I'm not all the way out. But
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check as you peek down this hallway.
that's performance perception.
I mean, you could perform in the sewers if you so desire.
I mean, I am a
Okay.
performer, so.
As you're looking around, you see another symbol on the wall pointing this way.
Wait, hold on.
It doesn't seem that there's much down here, and actually, you get a weird, like, your senses are tingling. You get like a really weird, like, it feels
vibe.
icky vibes down that way.
I relay that somehow. I do a charade,
Okay.
and I just kind of like I don't know wiggle and this really icky down here. I don't know how else to explain it.
I'm gonna walk this
Oh,
way.
it can't be that bad. I'm just gonna look.
Okay.
Are you icky vibe checking, or what are you
Nah.
feeling?
You just
I'm just gonna straightforwardly look down there.
Okay. You look down there. It seems to tee off. It's fine. It's a sewer.
There's nothing there. Don't worry about it.
Could it? So are we following B? Where are we going?
The Thieves
Where do we
Guild
want to
symbol
go?
is pointing this way.
Do we want to see what the
To
ET is, or do we want to continue?
Yeah, so I wanna
I mean,
go
if
down
you're
this
up
way
for it,
hallway a little more.
We can check the vibes.
I just wanna see what's there, but then if you guys start going down that hallway, I'll come with you.
Okay.
There's too many directions.
I
I
know.
It's on the way back.
All right, we'll do
Yes.
that. Sure.
okay.
Okay. Writing off the 23 perception check, you do see a symbol pointing this way.
All right, I motioned to them that like it's north. The symbol is pointing north.
I will keep walking forward then.
Acrobatics,
This way.
Yep. Roll those acrobatics.
15.
Although
Finally, I'm rolling good.
I do want to say, so the symbols are theoretically thieves' can't. So Blossom, you 110% would have understood where the Thieves Guild is without being told, which is infinitely funnier.
Yeah, I'm just.
You're letting somebody else take the reins there.
I'm not much of like a leader.
You're.
Someone asked
Well-
me, I would be like, oh yeah, I could read that the whole time.
Perfect.
I love that.
Thanks.
Okay.
From the start.
Blake, what's
Well-
your passive perception?
10.
Okay, good to know. I don't have your
I have
character
a
sheet
feeling
pulled
this is
up,
a bad thing.
Mine is 15.
You don't know. It doesn't matter.
I passed
I'm
it.
11.
This is a bad thing.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps or not, but mine's a 15.
Okay, good to know.
Oh,
So
jealous.
as you guys are poking around here, are we continuing?
Yes. Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
gonna continue.
Yeah, we're
Go
gonna
up
continue.
here and
Yeah.
look down here.
Okay.
Over here.
It seems like it just dead ends.
Alright. I'm gonna be smart and go back here and go around, go here, and then go up here.
Oh,
Same.
Smart.
I'm gonna jump across. Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead and roll an acrobatics check for me.
Oh.
So as you do, you jump across, and Asmodeus, Asmodeus, as you get like this just pinprick of like, there's something watching us, and as Blossom jumps
Oh, I can
across
do
and
that.
like somersaults and stands up, you run into a very firm chest of a person. That just kind of like appears out of nowhere. You're like,
Oh my.
holy shit, where the fuck did they come from? And looking up, you see a pretty tall, very broad water genasi. He's kind of staring down at you and like catches your arms as you barrel into him. And like keeps you held for a second and grins down at you with just like this grin as you recognize him. A friend you haven't seen in about 8 months, but Rivulet from your ship. And he's like, hey, Captain, how's it going here?
You're a captain?
What are you doing here?
I can't see you as a captain.
What do you
Why
think
didn't you
you're
tell
doing
us
as a
that?
Captain? Well, I didn't have to tell you. I have my own ship. I got a little bored, so I came here. But why aren't you still on the ship? You were supposed to take care of it.
You abandoned ship, and so
Yeah, and then exactly. So that you could take over.
I'm
Duh.
I wasn't your first mate.
No, that's not the point. I told you specifically before I left. I said, don't let it. I said, don't let it sink. And here you are. So
Well, the ship hasn't sank.
you don't know that. You're in here with me. Okay, look, guys, I might have to go check on my ship, but no, listen, I said I was going to save the world, so why are you here? That's what I need to know.
Well,
You didn't follow me here, did you? Because like I told you we were done, you know.
Can we
I
can we
see.
get some context?
Insight check.
This is a lot to take in.
yeah, go an insight check.
I just
It's
sit down on the
part
edge
of
of
the
the edge
relationship.
of it.
Yeah,
I like look at all. I'm like, can you believe this guy?
Can I do an insight check too?
yeah, go ahead.
Are they in a relationship, or were in a
Okay.
relationship at some point?
Yeah, so he's really easy to read. He's stupid easy to read. So you guys, like, Blake, you kind of just, like, don't know you're confused in general. That's pretty much all you get. But both Asmodeus and, oh god, my brain just froze.
Cosrius?
Yes, my brain just froze.
shoot.
No
Cosrius,
worries.
you can ascertain that they definitely had some sort of relationship. They know each other very well. He kind of has a growly disposition, but there's like a fondness in his eyes when he looks at Blossom, and he still has his hands on her. So, yeah. You
Right.
get the sense.
Yeah, so
Um,
I will like push away from it and I'll look at them and I'll say, look, he's gonna say we were a thing, but like it wasn't a thing, okay? He was a member, he was on my ship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't give me that look. It wasn't a thing, okay? It wasn't. Look. Okay, anyways.
Yes, it
Anyways.
definitely
Keep your
wasn't
hands
a
off
thing.
me.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
You turned and he definitely like had the hand on your shoulder still, and you like brush it off, and he's just like grinning at you.
I'm just definitely rolling my eyes and I'm like take a full step away and I just stand here.
So
Laughs too much.
well, your ship is fine. Don't you worry, Captain. It's
I'm worried.
it's It's okay. It's just docked. Down at our usual dock, you know, and we kept it there. A lot of the crew has scattered with you leaving.
So you also... Okay, well, you know, it's fine.
What do you expect? They're, like... They don't have a captive
I expected
anymore.
you to do good work for me, but it's neither here nor there.
Hey,
did you guys... Have any of you ever sailed before? We might need a new crew later, you know, if this doesn't... This whole world-saving thing doesn't pan out.
I'm
That's
from
okay,
the
I can teach
desert.
you.
Not really.
You know what?
no.
That might be some good experience. I mean, you have experience with sand, you know? That's in the water. It'll be fine.
In the water.
I've been in a show that was on a boat, but that's about it.
So you can keep us entered. Okay, you know, I think it'll work out. I see some potential here. I'm gonna take one more step slowly back.
Yeah, it'll do it.
He takes one step slowly forward. Oh, he's really big.
Huge.
He's gigantic. I love it.
He's definitely not that big, I promise.
Oh, that's amazing.
So,
yeah, that's beautiful.
why are you standing outside the Thieves Guild like creeps and stomping around the sewers?
When you say outside, does that mean this is the entrance to it?
Yes.
Ooh. Guys, we found
I have been tasked with a mission from the Great Goddess.
Oh,
Yeah, what they said, you know.
Oh, you guys spoke to Priestess Zia?
Yep.
Wait, you know her?
She did.
Yeah,
Oh,
I do.
wow.
I was part of the group that got attacked and spotted by the weird creatures down here.
Yeah, we killed a few of them.
Oh, you did? You saw the gigantic... There were creatures that phased in and out, and they had like these weird pincers things and like a lot of eyes.
Whoa.
Totally, I saw that.
Giant plants, not
Totally,
that.
I saw
We
that.
saw a giant cube that tried to eat us.
Oh, yeah. I've been calling the cube Fred. He just kind of exists. No,
He
it's
does
okay.
not exist anymore.
It's okay.
Fred's dead.
It was a self-fondness, not a, you know,
Are you trying to train the
pet.
cube?
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm smart enough to know cubes are not smart to be trained.
You never know.
Maybe you didn't try hard enough.
Don't sass me, girl. I'm the one who knows things, and you don't.
Okay,
Maybe
you're the one
anyway.
befriending a cube, so...
I didn't befriend the cube. I just avoided it.
Okay, let's... You know what? I've had enough of this guy. Can we do... Can someone else, you know, like, get over here? And I'm just, like, I'm
the
hop
one with
away.
I'm the one with information, Blossom.
Don't listen to him. Okay, well, maybe. Wait, information?
Well, why don't we go sit down and get a drink, and I will tell you what I saw.
Yeah. I need to clean my boots.
Yeah. Here,
I
actually.
mean,
Let
it's
the
clean
biggest
all over.
sigh ever. And say, fine.
He actually points a finger at your boots, and your boots are suddenly clean with a spur of light.
I do a little dance.
And he continues the magic and prestidigitates all three of you clean across the sewer.
I try to make
Thank
them
you so
barefoot.
much.
And then he turns back to you, Blossom, and says, "You know, if you were closer, I could clean you off too, but you're all
You
the way
could
over
clean me
there."
off from right there, and you know it.
No,
you know what?
I
No, I
can't.
would like to stay like this. No, I'm good. You keep your powers to yourself.
All right, stay like that then.
Fine, I will.
You're gonna smell.
I'm gonna walk a little closer and just but still stay out of range.
Okay.
I smell wonderful.
You
Don't
know,
worry.
it's about
No.
10 feet of range.
Okay.
Okay. So, as you make your way, you climb into the Thieves Guild. You climb up the stairs, or the ladder, and it, like, opens up a trap door into what looks like a pretty chill-looking, very quiet bar. The sounds of the sewer fade away as he leads you to a table that has a little light around it. Ooh, this is way more intense than I wanted it to be. Here, we're gonna switch vibes a little
The
bit.
worst bar in town.
Yeah. There's a couple of lights. It's still pretty dim in here. There's a couple of lights around, but he kind of sits you all at a table and gestures for you to sit there, and then goes, "Here, let me grab us some drinks, and then I'll tell you about it.
Oh,
I'll
I
let
don't
you."
drink.
Is there a different beverage you would like?
Water's fine.
I'll take theirs. You get me 2. And I slap the table a little bit.
Are you really giving me orders right now, ma'am?
Don't start with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna get up and go get the drinks myself.
Okay. Ciders, ales for the other 2?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll cider, please.
Okay. Cool. He goes up, you watch as Blossom's like standing at the bar and is like tapping the bar impatiently, and he walks up and puts a hand on her back.
I told you to stop that.
And orders drinks over your head. And manages, he has pretty big hands, so he carries like 3 drinks in one hand and then like 2 in another and walks back. Sets them down all in front of you. It's pretty quiet in here. As you're kind of looking around and taking it in, it's a dark room. There's not like windows to the outside, but you do see like there's the bar in there. There's a couple other patrons like hanging out, but they definitely look like thieves types with dark cloaks on. You see kind of an area where it looks like some shops could be set up occasionally, and like little small shops. And there's actually a older looking lady kind of sitting on a blanket that seems to have a couple of things in front of her. And he brings back your drinks and sits them down. So, and you notice that when Blossom comes back, she's clean. So when he touched you, he actually prestidigitated you clean.
Yes.
Hey, you don't smell. Yay.
What did you do? I told... It's fine. I'm just gonna drink my drinks. And then I'm gonna reach over and take one of his. The one that he has for himself, I'm gonna take his.
Okay, he lets you.
Yeah. I drink that one first.
I'll give my drink to him then.
No,
I'll
he'll
give my
just...
drink to you.
Everybody's so polite. He actually just kind of grabs Blossom's other drink and puts it in his hand and like takes it away from her.
You're stealing from me again. You have to stop that. Goodness.
Blossom, can we get to know a bit more about the 2 of you rather than constantly bicker?
Look,
Yeah.
the goal was he was not supposed to come back. He was supposed to stay on the ship. That's all. You guys can be friends with him. I don't know who this is.
My name's Rivulette. I was the quartermaster on Blossom's ship.
I feel bad for you.
It was great. He grins.
Yeah, it was pretty great. And I kind of like Blossom she like looks over and it kind of like cracks a little, but then she's like and then she like kind of all emotion drains from her face as she just takes the drink. So,
but our past doesn't matter. You guys are the ones that the priestess hired.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
the guild
we are.
Yes.
hired.
I still want to know how you know the priestess.
Why?
I'm just gonna
He
stare at him.
told us, though.
Well, listen, this is the thing about it.
Were
He
you not
doesn't.
paying attention?
No, I definitely wasn't. I didn't listen to what he said, but I don't trust him.
But he
That's
was
the
on
real
your
truth
ship.
here.
Why?
But he was the
That's
quartermaster.
why I don't trust him, because he was on. You didn't know the type of people I hired from my crew.
You
Get him
in
my
charge of your
read from-
ship?
Yeah, well, because I was done with it, so I was offered to better things. So it doesn't,
Getting my read from you, they weren't that reliable, I guess.
Yeah.
See, I do know the people on your ship.
Yeah. No, listen. I didn't want to spend too much gold hiring them. It's very shiny. I need to keep it for myself.
You can always get
You
more. if actually
sounded like
do
a
job.
bad captain.
He's a wonderful captain.
A pirate
She was a
like
wonderful
fire.
captain. He's
See?
a horrible
Thank you.
liar. She had her good things.
See, exactly. This is what I'm trying to say. So, what are we supposed to do next now that we're here in the Thieves Guild, supposedly?
You are in the Thieves Guild. I am a part of the Thieves Guild now. So, there's that.
Cool.
Do you happen to know whereabouts this
The attack.
lady Beckham disappeared
Yeah.
in?
Oh, yes, right.
Me and a couple other compatriots were the ones who saw her. We were creeping around, used one of our secret entrances to get back into the sewers, and saw her kind of lurking past. I followed invisibly just to kind of get a little bit more of a read because somebody said that it was a kind of important ambassador, and it's just weird that they're down, first of all, in the sewers. Like, the hoity-toity people don't come down here. It's gross. And so, as I was following, I saw her walk up to this symbol on the wall that I immediately recognized because of, I read a lot. And so...
I do too. Reading is fun.
Are
Roll
you
my
able
eyes
to
at
draw
that.
that symbol?
Yeah.
Wait.
Do you know of any special entrances or passwords that we need to know to be around here? Anything like that?
To be around here?
Sorry.
You know, to get in, you know, maybe there's a door that we need like a special word for.
You don't need to play coy. I'm the one who told the priestess everything.
Well, I still don't trust you.
Okay. So
Wow.
Look, you guys don't know him like I know him, okay?
Kazuya shoots the look.
he grins
Yeah, and I think
like
that's the
just
problem.
this smarmy
Yeah.
smile, and his brain very evidently went dirty there.
Okay.
Here, let me sketch the symbol for you. And he
That's what she told us.
hold on. I do not have it. Dang it. That would have been cool. But he pulls a journal up from that's kind of like on one of the harnesses in his leather armor. And he pulls a journal out and just kind of sketches it quickly for you guys. It's up on the screen if you would like to see it. But it's, as the priestess said, the symbol of what you know to be Anasi, the lady of secrets and poison. So a vial on top of a spider web.
Right.
So,
Yep,
as you were
that's what
told.
she told us.
So, pretty much what happened is I saw this Lady Beckham, who somebody else had identified, walk up to the symbol. I can show you where it is in the sewers. She said a command word, and it opened for her, and was a new, like, secret entrance that has not been down here, according to my guild members. And so... pretty intriguing. We were checking it out, and then as she like went into the door, what I know now to be phase spiders. I did a little bit of research. So, but these phase spiders came and could sense that I was there and started attacking me. And so I was not able to fight that many by myself, even though I'm good, and so I turned tail and ran.
Did you get a head count? Or
I could have fought them by myself.
No, you couldn't have.
So yes, how many were there?
Kazuya shoots another look.
I just asked that.
I know that's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna back you up.
I only saw 3, but there could have been more. Phase spiders tend to blink in and out of existence, for lack of better terms.
That's aggravating.
Oh, it's horrible.
Well, I guess maybe
But
we
if
should go
it
check
bleeds,
out
you
that
can kill it.
spot. Or maybe we should keep drinking. You know, it's...
Yeah, because it's such a great idea to keep drinking and then go get into combat. Super smart.
Yes, it helps you be brave, you know? And then you can go in without being scared, which helps you do more damage.
Yeah,
You also-
totally, and also does not inebriate your
Blossom.
senses.
And Blossom fully believes this. Like, she is, like, convicted that, like, no, drinking helps. You should always have a drink before a battle. The one time I didn't have a drink before, I almost died. And then I said, the next time I'm drinking before every. So I have this little I have a little flask, and I pull out the flask to kind of show me, like, this is my backup just in case.
Yep, totally.
I tuck it back in. Mm-hmm.
You know, the one time you didn't drink and almost died was because it was, like, a sea monster that surprised us and was way too powerful, and so we took the ship away. Not because...
Yeah, and what if I had had a drink, I would have won that arm wrestle. I would have.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubting it.
Wait, arm wrestle?
Wait, you arm wrestled the sea monster?
Yes, I told Cosrius this when we met. There was a big story. I arm wrestled a sea monster. It was great.
She didn't.
I look over to him.
No,
like,
I don't listen to him. You were in the cabin hiding, okay?
I'm
No,
sorry,
I was
but
not
I
in
simply
the
can't
cabin
believe that a
hiding.
sea monster appeared and you arm wrestled it.
No,
That's
she...
so-
But we did
even
have
out of
to
my
flee.
logic.
Unfortunately,
It grabbed her. She didn't arm wrestle it. It was holding her. And
my arm made contact with it, and we did wrestle a little. So
as
semantics.
You were found by it, sure.
Yep, and then
I did end up in the ocean, and that doesn't matter. So, you know,
So I
I'm a
guess
good
you-
swimmer. I got back to the boat,
No, you didn't.
and we did have to.
I rescued you.
I made it back into the boat
Yes.
With help, obviously.
With help.
with the sheer, you know, power of my
It's
own will.
okay just to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry.
I don't need help from anyone. I got back in myself, and
No,
I made the
wait.
good decision as a captain to sail away.
Yes.
And so
If
I
you don't
spared
need
the
help
sea
from
monster.
anyone, then why did we
Not
have to heal your poison?
Well,
It's
because
not a bad thing to accept help.
Exactly.
look, you healed me before I had a chance to say no. It's fine, you know. So it's like next time, you know, it's okay. And then
Okay.
secretly, I'm just like, next
You
time, heal me.
complained that it was a bad color scheme. I don't understand.
Well, have you seen my hair? It does not go with puke green.
Yes, exactly.
You never know.
See, so you understand why we had to get it out right away, because hairstyle and
Yes.
color are very
No,
important.
because it's
Oh my
poison.
goodness.
That is a secondary effect,
Uh,
yes. I didn't want to
so-
die.
Rivulet puts his hand directly on top of your head, and you just like automatically kind of like it's just like a pressure on your head. And you just automatically kind of shut up a little bit out of the history there. And he goes,
I just start drinking more of my drink.
anyway.
Yes, can you lead us to where we need to, where you saw the symbol?
Yes, I can definitely lead
Okay.
you. So,
I really, really appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you.
We're in your debt.
you can scout it out, but as I said, unless you have the command word, you're not going to be able to get in. So I'm not sure where you could get the
You
command
knew
word.
the command word.
No, I told you I didn't. I didn't hear her say it. Were you not listening to me?
Of course not.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mhm.
So you're not helpful. Okay, so take us to this spot, and then we'll see what we need to figure out the keyword for. Maybe we can find a clue there, you know, to help us figure out what it is.
Yeah,
You-
or you
you-
could, you know, do what the priestess hired you to do and go break into Lady Beckham's place and try to find the command word on her notes.
Well, do you know where she lives?
Yeah, is that close to here? If we go up the surface?
I can figure that out for you.
Because
Oh,
I would,
well,
I would
okay,
think
well-
we should do that first.
Yes. I do like breaking into houses. Anyone else?
At this point, Blake
It's
is going
fun,
to
sure.
actively ignore whatever Blossom says because this is too wild.
I mean, we need to get it done, so we gotta go in, so...
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't the only one hired, so...
Okay.
Cosmius looks at Blake in solidarity now.
I could do this on my own if you guys don't want to come.
No, you can't, Blossom.
No.
I'm gonna... She's gonna stand up and get ready to, like, roll out.
Do you even know where you're going?
No, I'm just gonna start walking towards the nearest door.
Come back.
Why,
Well,
why-
someone needs to start someone needs to do some action here. I'm getting bored. I wanna walk. You know, I'm done my drink. There's nothing else to do here. She like slowly walks back to the table.
Do you want to scout out the area first? Maybe kill some phase spiders, or do you want to go scout out her house first?
I vote house.
I was thinking the face spider.
I mean, we can check the face and then go.
We're already down here. We can deal with the spiders and then head up.
I agree. That makes more sense. But what's his name?
Rivulet.
I'm gonna ask Rivulet if he can draw us while we're gone. If he can draw us a map to the house. Food.
Yes, my mom brought me grilled peaches.
Ooh.
They're delicious. They're
nice.
so good.
Oh, I spelled it right.
But yeah, I'm gonna ask him if he can draw us a map by the time we get from scouting.
Okay. Yeah. If you guys want to go check out the spiders, I'm sure you'll be fine by yourself. He like looks at Blossom.
We will be fine.
Mm-hmm. And I will do some information diving for you guys and see what I can find on the location of their house and maybe dig up some schematics for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Be safe.
We'll try. We never know with Blossom, so.
Yeah, no, that was very directed towards her.
Listen, I have my swords. No, we have some hammers. We're good.
Keep them close.
Gonna shoot a glare backwards and just keep going.
You don't know
where are we
you're
going again?
Yep.
I know. Would you tell me finally?
Yes, I will tell you. So if you go back the way you came, and here, you know what? I'll just kind of show you. And he'll walk back out with you guys, and it was down the bad vibes area.
See, I told you something was out there. Told you.
I did mark the bad vibes area, so we know where we're going.
Well, he's taking us there. Of course, there are going to be bad vibes.
Yep, totally how it was.
Look, you know, if you just said sorry for what you've done, maybe I would get over it.
What did I do?
What did I
It didn't
do?
seem to...
Wait,
What did I do, Blossom?
Yo, you know what you did. That's why you were supposed to stay on the ship, and I'm gonna ignore him for now and go over here and be like, so, how are you doing, Costrius?
Yeah,
Good
okay,
talk.
I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that. I just keep walking forward. I'm gonna keep following.
Okay.
Will you walk up?
Yeah, so he points you in the right direction, and then goes, okay, don't get too hurt. I'm gonna go do some digging. I'll be back. If I don't see you guys in like 30 minutes, I'll come swing back down this way.
I love
Thank
the
you.
vibes this
Okay,
way.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Good
Oh,
play.
Yes, I
Why
made
is
it much
it
bigger.
doing that?
Shit, that was 7.
Okay.
Come on, there we go.
So, how are you proceeding down this bad vibes area?
All right, we'll jump.
We're just going down the bad vibes area, you know?
Okay.
I had my go out and I'm ready. I don't trust them.
Oh.
Okay,
make
so pause for the cause.
Not again.
Uh-huh.
So, as you guys are continuing down this area, yeah, it indeed, the more perceptive do tell that it has some bad vibes going on. It feels very dark down here. You start to see a collection of spider webs all along the way and in the top kind of corners. And as you're walking, something seems off. And then you could just feel like the hair standing up on the back of your neck, like something's happening here. And as that is happening, sure enough, you get ambushed as a couple of these suckers pop into your space, kind of out of nowhere. It's like they came really out of nowhere, and you're not quite sure where they were. And you didn't see them do anything, and they just appear kind of on the top of the wall over your heads. And they're going to take some attacks at you as a surprise round, my friends. So, Asmodeus,
Dun,
that
dun.
is a... Hold on.
Dun, dun, dun.
That is a 20 to hit you.
A what now?
20.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to take 11 piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'll do math later. Constitution saving throw. 10.
Okay, you do not make it. So you take 18 points of poison damage as well. As this thing just like, you get the sense of hair standing up on the back of your neck and then just fangs in the back, and you feel poison coursing through your body.
So the first damage was
11.
11, then 10. Okay.
Yes. Cosrus, that is a 6, which I'm pretty sure misses.
It does.
And then Blake, that's a 10, which also misses. I rolled boo-boo.
Yep.
And so with that, these spiders kind of appear out of nowhere, blinking into existence, biting down onto one of your friends as you see poison going into his body. And I think that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yeah.
Yay!
Ooh.
You're not poisoned, you just have poison damage. So, yeah, so next time when we jump in, we will be fighting some spooters. And
Oh my gosh.
see how that goes. But yeah, you guys got your mission, have successfully gone on the beginning of it, are putting things on the right track. You have a heist to plan. You get to poke around here, so that'll be fun. So thank you guys for playing.
Thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, thank you.
So as we're
Really fun.
good, I'm glad that you guys had a good time. I love all the characters. I'm enjoying the interactions a lot.
Yeah, I've been having fun.
Me too.
There's
There's a few that I'm. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm coughing. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. There's been a lot of interactions I haven't expected.
Yup.
Yeah,
The characters. It's great.
I love it.
I love it too. It's been pretty interesting.
It's so
So let me drop a few reminders to the people hanging out in chat. So this is an ongoing mini campaign. That means, or Minipaign as I've been calling it, 3 to 5 sessions. We'll see how it goes and where these guys go here. There will be a level up in the middle of the campaign, just so you guys know. They are level 5 right now, but we'll be popping up to level 6 eventually. And but 3 to 5 sessions. I will be posting the sessions on YouTube because it's a little bit easier to watch on Monday. So make sure you check in on YouTube. If you're on YouTube right now, leave a like. Let us know what your favorite part is. As well as pop on in the Discord channel. As well, we have a channel in there if you want to leave your favorite quotes or clips from the session, any art or things you want to chat about, ask questions about in there. So make sure you pop in there, come hang out with us. There will be a couple other mini campaigns set in this world, so I'm excited to share it with you guys. So it was a fun little introduction here, and I'm excited to see where this goes. So yeah, any questions?
Nope.
Okay.
So just before we go, how dead is Asmodeus?
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to dead.
Like 2/3. I'm not looking too hot.
Oh, fun.
I'm kind of on the. I'm like,
Fun.
one foot is buckled. I'm on one. I'm like basically kneeling.
Oh
and
no!
And
Spiders
panting.
eating your life.
Yeah.
Definitely eating
It's
your
not
life.
looking hot. Looking good.
Okay, cool. Love it. Okay, well, everybody say goodbye to YouTube. Bye, YouTube.
Bye,
See you next week.
Bye, YouTube.